Top 10. And one of the best top 10s, if not the best top 10 ever. Number 10. Benny and Wisco. And listen, when I run down this top 10, I can't potshot anybody. You know, I can't poke holes in anybody. It just was that tough. It was that deep. Benny made a really good call. His second 10th place in a row, right? They're different. Exactly. There are different kinds of 10th places, right? Like, there's a disappointing 10th, and then there's a good 10th. I know you would say to me, hey, Rome, there is no such thing as a good 10th. Yeah, there is. That's a good 10th. Benny made a good call. Coming in 9th, one of the shockers of the day, and he proved me right. He proved himself right. He proved me right. V in his debut with a top 10er. V in the fee, number 9. Number 8. This means we have a new champion. Kaleb, my guy. Good call. Really good call. I got you 8th. Like I said, I would be hard-pressed to ever think that after he won a championship, I would ever see Kaleb come in 8th, but that's how good today was, because he made a very good call. Next one, same thing. Iafrady in 7th? Iafrady can roll out of the bed and make a phone call. Well, that's what he does anyway. And not finish 7th, but did. Like, that's his second worst finish ever, and it's a great call. A great call. I mean, everything going forward is a great call. 6th. Leff made one of his best calls. That was a great call. Leff made a great call. No gimmicks. Straight smack. High heat. 6th. Which brings me to the impossible 5. How do you score the top 5 on a day like this? Shawnee, the original Dynasty. Great call. Little long. Touch long. But some of the finest moments of the day were in that call. He did so many things well in that call. The Cablinasian, 5th. 4th place. A lot of you are arguing online that this is the best call this guy ever made. It might be. But on this day, it was still just 4th. Rick in Buffalo. Great call, Rick. My guy. Great call. Which brings us to the controversial 3. And they'll talk about this for years, I'm sure. Number 3. The GOAT, Brad and Corona. Fact is, the call may have been the best call of the day, but it was not good enough to overcome the double glitch. 2 technical glitches. I made it so clear. You have to have a clear connection. It's got to be a clear connection. He may have overcome the first glitch early. The call was amazing. It always is. But then he couldn't stick the landing. If you're going to have that call, you have to stick the landing. You have to stick the landing, and then he had his second glitch. Which brings us to the 2 marks. Who you got? Mark in Boston or Mark in Hollywood? Mark in Hollywood, for instance, bidding to go wire to wire. A near impossibility. And he gimmicked it up with incredible production value. Then you have Mark in Boston, who also went gimmick. That thing, I don't know if you know if you're wondering whether or not he actually went to the Lorelei. He went to the Lorelei. He went to Wisconsin. He did that call from the Lorelei, rocking a cow's costume. He didn't just say that. He did that. So I'm thinking, who did the thing that stood out most of all on this show today? What was the most outstanding singular thing? Was it Mark in Hollywood and that incredible production value? Or was it Mark in Boston in a cow costume in the champ's house? Which Mark is it? The runner-up. Brilliant phone call. Brilliant idea. Brilliant gimmick. I mean, it's this close. It's a coin flip, yo. It's a coin flip. And this guy came this close to wiring the field. Mark in Hollywood, runner-up. I'm giving it to the guy in Boston. Mark in Boston, and the reason I'm giving it to him is not only was it the best call, this dude went into the defending champ's house dressed as a cow, unannounced, in a different state, showed up as the enemy and ripped the crown off the champ's head. Hey, Pool Doc, Nut, Bacon, have yourselves a show.
Coming to you live in beautiful 24 kilobit per second monophonic sound, this is Stucknut Radio, live at www.stucknut.net/radio.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. The money comes slow out of the sky like confetti. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I guess I gotta shoot, so I make sure I hold it steady. I'm ready.
All right, what's going on? How y'all doing? Smackoff 29, baby. Smackoff 29. Gooch was on our show last night. Gooch did it. Mark in Boston. Holy hell. Thank you, Rome. Thanks for throwing it to us. Thank you so much. What's up, Stucknut? What's up, Bacon? Pulldock in the house. We are chilling live on Twitch and YouTube and all that stuff. Y'all find us. Get in here. This show's about us. Top 10 real quick. I'm excited. I still need to figure out our trifecta, but let's get on to the business at hand. All right, top 10, Benny and Wisco. 9, B and the Fee. Past champ, Caleb. 8. I have Brady, 7th. Thanks for the shout out, bro. Number 6, Leff. Number 5, Shawnee, our boy. Rick, I thought this was yours, dude. Thought this was you, Rick. I thought this was you. I was so ready to call you champ, bro. Great effort. Kick-ass effort. Brad, my boy. My boy. What are we going to do? Damn phone. Whatever. Mark in Hollywood. Wire to wire, in my opinion. That first call, solid call. Started the show off with a bang. Just set the tone. Brilliant. They were I guess CEO was describing Mark in Hollywood as just one of those guys who's just off the script. No script, man. And, he set the pace. I'm a little excited. Sorry, but I think Mark in Hollywood, wire to wire, you were right there, bro. It was one of the marks, but of course, our boy Mark in Boston. Mark in Boston has got it. His first strap. I believe that's his first, right, Steve? That's his first one?
Yep. And we do have the runner up on the phone now, bidding to go wire to wire on our show as well.
Beautiful. Hey, Bacon, I just want to say, well done, sir. Good to have you in here. Let's get to Mark in Hollywood. Let's do it. Let's get started. What's up, Mark?
Yeah, where's the noise to let me know I'm on air?
You're on air, bro. Yeah, there you go.
What am I supposed to do? I'm going to start talking until I hear the...
Dude, Mark, you literally set the tone for the whole day, dude. Me and my wife were watching, and when you came up, I looked at her and I said, this dude's going to go wire to wire. Mark, that was incredible. Tell me a little bit about how you feel about your call, about your day, and just tell me how you're feeling right now with your second place.
Yeah, so it was all right. I guess I'll just do the genesis of I got the idea actually Stucknut. Well, I don't know if you were directly involved, but when you guys posted before Jim talked about it, I believe, that's the way I saw it. When Shawnee was doing his show, and then they were talking about how the GM dude, Casarius, Krakis, whatever his name is, how he was going to do ChatGPT, and they did that. And I was like, well, you can't do ChatGPT because that's a visual thing. And you can have someone read it, but it's not funny. And I was like, oh, crap, why don't I just look at AI? And, for me, I'm a writer, and we're all on strike because of the dangers of AI. So I'm kind of involved in that whole world. I shouldn't be fucking with it, but I was like, let me just fuck with this thing and see what you can do. And at that point, I started to kind of try a few programs, but I was like, oh, this is going to take forever. This is going to be one where if I put all this effort in, if I don't win, I'm going to be pissed. So I put all the effort in and I didn't win.
You got close, bro. You got runner-up, though, man. The effort was there, bro. The effort was there. Dude, like I said.
I thought I should start it off. I didn't think that, because I went 6 minutes. I mean, he doesn't give it any 6 minutes. I went 6 minutes. And I couldn't, you couldn't do it short. Like, you couldn't cut it short. It wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be effective. And from what I saw on Twitter, no one really knew it was long. No one knew it was 6 minutes, 20 seconds. But that's where I finished. And that's why I wanted to go first. And I knew, like, the people that go in the third hour or even, like, end of the second, they're going to have an advantage because it's all recency bias. You know, it's like hot on Twitter, and Jim's into it when it's a little bit later. So I was like, well, you know what? Fuck it. Like, let's go first, and then whatever happens, happens. And props to Mark, dude. Like, me and him, you know, we're, as you probably guys know, we're like pro wrestlers. Most of us are kind of friendly on the side.
Right.
But yeah, that was kind of dope. I mean, I did a live thing way back in the day at Big Wang's. But I think that's, you know, he made the trip. I think he gets points for that. Call was okay, but I just think everything around it, he gets that gave him the edge. So good shit for him.
Dude, CEO was talking about your call from that place last night on our pre-show, and all I kept thinking was, this guy is just smooth as shit, and he's gonna go wire to wire. You got to be proud. I know second sucks, bro, but you got to be happy, man. I mean, you can just relax and realize that you're still in the jungle, bro. You're still part of it. You're a big boy in here, bro. You killed it, man. In my opinion, you killed it.
Yeah, it was good, and but I mean, just get off me for a second. I'm kind of shocked at the top 10 though.
Okay.
You know, because I'll, like, you guys know this, so this is not revealing a lot, but usually in that commercial break, if you win, you get a DM from the producer, Tom, and he goes, "What's your phone number?" And then they call you. So you listen to the top 10 live while you're waiting for number one. But you basically already know that you've won when they come back for that commercial break.
Okay.
And I didn't get the call, so I was like, all right, that sucks, but I always say when I never get that call, I just want to finish in the top 5.
Right.
So I had it as, because I didn't get the call, I had it as Rick, definitely number 1. Then I had some form of Leff, and then Shawnee, and then I had myself, and then I had V.
Okay.
And I am shocked at the top 10. I mean, I know you just ran it down. I don't have it offhand here, but I'm shocked. Rick gets 5th.
Rick got 4th. I'll give them to you real quick. Benny, B.
Yeah, give it to me real quick. Okay.
Benny, B, Caleb,
V,
Brady.
Right. That's a surprise. I thought V would have been in the top 5.
Right, I agree. And then you went Caleb, I have Brady. Caleb with 8, and I have Brady with 7. What do you think about that?
I have Brady sucked. He does the same shit every year, and this one he didn't even really have a point. How did he even get in the top 10? That's crazy. Go ahead.
All right, number 6 is Leff, and then 5 is Shawnee.
That should have been reversed to me.
Okay, all right. I mean, yeah. And then let's go. Okay, now, like you, number 4, Rick in Buffalo. I thought this was Rick's year. And then 3 is Brad.
So that's shocking. I didn't even like the content of the call, despite the glitches. I mean, everyone has a different take. I mean, yeah, he's the GOAT, all that. I didn't think it was a great call when he was doing the sock tour thing. I was like, oh, this is lame. It's dragging on. It's just like what Vic did. It's just dragging on. And then the glitches, I thought he was going to be 8 or 7. So that's really weird to me.
What did you think of Vic's call?
Kind of shocking.
Hey, Mark, what did you think of Vic's call, Victor Broadway? He was in the middle of a Goodfellas as they're walking in, and I don't know, everybody maybe didn't know it was Goodfellas, but I was enjoying that. What did you think of that call?
It's one of the greatest scenes from Goodfellas.
Exactly.
But it's the steady cam scene when he's walking into the restaurant.
Right.
And he's saying hi to everyone. They go to the front. But this is the question I ask myself, and if anyone is listening or listening to this later that wants to jump into this, you can't do a gimmick or a thing that Jim doesn't really talk about.
Okay.
And Vic should know this. Has Jim ever made Goodfellas drops? Did Alvy ever drop Goodfellas? Has he ever been like that? Boy, yeah, that one time in Goodfellas. Did he ever do Al Pacino's? Yeah, you think I'm funny? He never jokes about Goodfellas whatsoever. So for me, that would be like me doing, like Star Trek or something.
Right.
I'm a big fan of Star Trek. But Jim doesn't talk about Star Trek. I mean, those are the things that you kind of have to, as you go along, you learn, well, if I really sell out on this bit, does the jungle, the listeners, are there emails and tweets, sarcastic things referencing Goodfellas? And you have to say no. So as soon as he went into that bit, I'm like, this is not going to work.
I guess I felt different because I knew exactly what it was, and I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. And I was like, this is awesome. But I tell you what, Mark, there's a bunch of people behind you, but I just want to say, I don't know how many times I've actually talked to you on our show, but I thank you so much for chiming in. I hope you're proud of yourself, man. I hope you're proud, and you made the show what it was today. You started it off, and you hit the home run. And I thank you so much for calling us, and I appreciate you, bro. Have a great one, man. We're going to run you, bro. Late.
Hell yeah. I'm always proud of myself. I'm going to win next year. I'm out.
Late.
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
What up, chat? What up, Lorelei?
All right, here we go. So this is what I've got so far.
Hey, talk to me, bro.
All right, so far on the call through, and then I haven't hooked up with Steve yet, and I'm just throwing numbers at him right now. So far right now in the queue we have Margot in Buffalo, Liz in Fall City, Parody Larry, Dr. Dave, and Marie in Denver. Okay, in that order. If we get a participant, we'll slot them in somewhere. So if you guys want to stick around, you guys and gals want to stick around,
hang out.
If not, if you can't stick around, please send me a DM. And then we'll either come back to you later on, or we'll move on to the next person, because we're going to try and get as many calls as we can. And Steve's working the phone right now. I've got some stats that I can go over if we need to fill some time, Pool Doc.
Got it.
Other than that, people in the chat were trying to work on the levels, because, I've been working with Haunted Horse, and I want to thank Haunted Horse, because he's been giving us a lot of good info, got a lot of good intel on the broadcasting and whatnot. I know that the overall level of the show has been down, so we tried to boost it. If it's too hot, tell us what it sounds like. Be honest in the chat. If you're going to fuck around with us, that's fine too. But we're here to have fun. Let us know how it sounds. If something doesn't sound good or whatever, let us know in the chat, or DM me, or do whatever. We want it to sound good. Right now, we're close to 200 listeners right now, which is just amazing. Just amazing. So, Steve, what do we got?
We got number 3 on the line.
Brad, our boy Brad. Real quick, shout out to Lorelei. What's up, Lorelei? Yeah, I'll pay that million nut coins, Jared. Get that, make that happen. Hey, Brad, what's up, dog? What's up, bro?
What's up, Pool Dork?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Butt Nuts? What's up, Head?
Hey.
Dude, so the sock tour, bro. The sock tour. The sock tour ruled, Brad. That was so funny, bro. Come on now.
Yeah. I mean, dude, when the last line gets fucking bleeped out by whatever that was, it's not, it's pretty brutal.
Dude, you're going to be the boy no matter what. You are the man. Do you think it was on your end? What happened? Talk to me, Brad. This is what this is about. Talk to me.
I mean, I don't know. I just told Steve, I've been on this phone. I've never heard that sound before in my life. So it's like, I don't know. I'd be interested to see if it's doing it again. Like our IT girl right after the call, I made the call from work. Our IT girl after the call was like, no, dude, she printed out this report. She's like, the line's clear. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, they had problems with their lines all week on the show. Like, There were multiple interviews where Rome was like getting pissed at Chalk. Like, he made one guy like start over like a couple times in the middle of the whole thing. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not like gonna go, no, there's no way in hell that could have been my line. I just have never heard that sound before, and it sounded similar to what happened this week with their stuff. So who knows?
I think you have you have to have the record in the Smackoff of 2 glitches wherever the hell they came from. No one will ever know. But you had 2 glitches and still made the top fucking 3, bro. Still, that's how talented You are, dude. You still made the top 3. Anybody else would have gotten the hammer slammed on them, but you just kept rolling. You probably didn't even know what was going on. You just kept rolling, but you made the top 3, bro, with 2 glitches. This is
But Mark
you,
in Hollywood doesn't agree with it, so I probably shouldn't have got 3rd if he doesn't think the glitches.
I tell you, dude, it's just it's got to be the amount of respect you've gained and earned in the jungle, Brad. You know, and I mean, you could finish top 20 for me. You and I are. I feel like you and I are really cool with each other, and I appreciate you actually coming on here and talking to us, man. And how was your day like, Brad? Talk to me about how you're feeling right now. Let us in on Brad right now.
I mean, it was good. I'm a little disappointed just because it feels like something I couldn't control, but I felt like, I don't know, man. I felt like there's some years where I feel like I have like enough to win, and I felt like when I was going through it, I could sort of tell that it was pretty good and then like right at the end, I don't think I heard the first glitch. But right at the end, when pretty much like the last line of the call, I heard that in the receiver, and it's just sort of like, you go, oh, what was that? And then you hang up. Yeah, I didn't really understand what had happened. For some reason I thought I got run. Like I was like, did they run me right now? Then I finished and didn't think much of it. But then the playback's like a minute behind, and then you hear it on the playback. And you're like, what the hell was that? So
yeah,
I don't know, man. It's just it's a stupid competition to a radio show, but it sucks when you spend kind of like a decent amount of time on it the day of, and you're all stressed out, and it's like, I'd be more comfortable if I like peed on myself and stumbled over my shit, or just didn't have good stuff. But there's years where I just go, oh, this isn't that great, but it'll pass. But this year I really felt like I had a pretty decent call, like something that could win. Like I'm not that guy that's gonna go like I should have won every year. Like, but I feel like I think I have a handle on what can win. Or what can get close. And I think that I had that, but it's just, there's no way I wouldn't have, I mean, I think the reality is I don't even think I would have put me in the top 3 either, just because you can't really have that. If that was somebody else and that happened, I'd be like, what the hell? So, I mean, it's good. It's cool. I'm thankful, but 3rd doesn't really, do anything. So it just sucks, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go home and drink a couple beers. What are you boys drinking?
I'm drinking water right now, but I'll be going home after this and drinking a whole bunch of beer. And it looks like I want to know what the people out there at the Lorelei are drinking. Brad, hey, can you imagine Mark in Boston? He went all the way down there and he dressed up as a cow, bro. And he was at the enemy's place. Isn't that crazy, Brad? Isn't that crazy, bro?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. We know Buttnuts doesn't drink.
Yes.
Did I tell you guys I hung out with Buttnuts?
Yeah. Well, he told us last night. I never heard about that. What's up?
It did happen. Let me tell you about Buttnuts. He's a good dude. It was a good hang, man. I didn't get any like Jeffrey Dahmer vibes or anything out of him, but
good.
He did make me meet him at a gay bar, and then we went back to watch movies.
At least he didn't kill you, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, Steve, I don't recall what happened.
Yeah. Hey, when we have lunch together, we're definitely drinking, bro. We're definitely drinking.
Maybe a couple drinks. Yeah, the night's a blur. Hey, we do have to congratulate Steve, though. That call that he pulled off yesterday was pretty epic.
I told him.
Throbbing temper blast.
It was the funniest thing. He hadn't heard it back when I called him. When I talked to him after I was like, dude, that was a great call. He's like, well, I haven't heard it. I was like, you need to get down there and go listen to your call, bro, because that was epic, bro. I'm glad you brought that up, Brad, because this man needs to get some. He needs to get some props because that was a great call. I'm glad you brought that up, bro.
He's the best, dude. And the way I told him, I texted him, I'm like, the way he got in out, like as the hammer was popping, was probably like my favorite part of it. Like. It was like, let me get out of here. He's like, out. It was like instantaneous hammer, which always makes me laugh, dude. That was pretty dang good.
Brad, I think the out came milliseconds before the hammer. I think he closed the call, and then the hammer came right behind it.
That's what I told him. I said, in my opinion, you got the plane down, dude. That's not a run.
Agreed.
That's a rack.
Agreed. It came late, man. You got the out in before the run. So that call was closed, dude. That is so good. I'm so glad you're giving Steve some credit for that, because he does not give himself credit at all for anything. Brad, you know this guy. You had lunch with him, you know. Such a
good, Steve, you're a good dude, man.
Yeah, Brad. I hope. Dude, nothing could nothing could take the 6 from you, bro. Nothing could take the GOAT status from you, bro. A couple of glitches here or there. It's still Brad and Corona. One of the greatest people to ever call us, and one of the greatest people to ever call us and give us some love. And I can't thank you enough, Brad, for lobbing us a call and doing this. And, dude, enjoy the rest of your day, brother. You are the man, and major props to you, brother. These guys are going to run you, man. Say bye.
Will do, man. Take me out.
Out. Brad Corona.
No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
Brad, what you got, Hedstrom?
I was holding up my, but now you guys got to realize it says my little marathon finisher flag thing in the background. It reads correctly, but everything's backwards on my screen. But this is actually a Bang energy drink.
Nice.
But when you read it in there, it says NAD.
Nunga.
It says NAD. It's NAD.
Hey, what's it say? Star Wars underneath it? What the fuck? What are you drinking, bro?
It's Bang Energy Star Blast. Star Blast is the flavor. So
I thought you were fixing Chewbacca.
Props to Bucks the Builder in Minnesota who's on his way to Wisconsin for a trip. But thanks to Bucks the Builder for turning me on to these. These are really good. I can only get them in Michigan, though. Steve, go ahead.
What you got, Steve?
You want to go to the Lorelei?
You damn right want to go to Lorelei. Bring that shit on.
All right, 12 wood.
What's up, 12?
Dude, I'm here with the champion of the world, Mark in Boston. Hi, how are you?
What's up, Mark? You still in that cow suit, bro? Or what are you doing, man?
Oh, man. What's going on, buddy?
Dude, Mark, you called our show last night. You called your shot last night. You actually told us last night.
I want my fucking T-shirt, bro.
You got it, brother. You are first on the list. You got the shirt. I'm gonna make yours specific that says winner, something about winner Smackoff or winner of every dude.
That's right.
Falls out winner. Mark,
look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now, baby.
Dude, is Caleb there? Did you shake his hand? What's up with that? What's up with Caleb?
Yeah, Caleb's here. 12 Wood's here. Like, there's a bunch of Wisco. I'm from Wisconsin now.
Love it. Mark in Wisconsin. Love that journey for you. Tell me about it. Champ, tell me about your call.
They have your guys show up on the TV here at the Lorelei, right?
This is for the Lorelei right there.
But I can only assume that it was just a river of tears from Mark in Hollywood. I heard like one little nugget of his voice, and I was like, "Oh, look at the sad boy."
He gave you props.
But I didn't hear Brad. I'm sure Brad was very complimentary at me, and I as soon as Brad's line glitched, I was like, "Oh, yeah, we got a power going out line." It's what happened to me last year. So that dude made fun of me for my power going out. That's what it feels like to get that pop right back in your face, but that's the Smackoff, man.
How does it feel, champ? Talk to me, champ. How do you feel about your call? How do you feel about the way? Talk to me about what's going on. I'm going into your mind right now.
It's a relief. Like, The thing is, like, this is inside baseball, and the guys that I've talked to about the Smackoff, like, look, I'm not exactly the youngest dude. And based on the unflattering pictures of me on Twitter, I clearly need to hit the gym, right? Which I will now. But I'm getting to a point where it was like, look, I need to know if I ever had a shot to win, right? Mm-hmm. So why not take the biggest swing? And if you lose, fuck it. At least you know, hey, I was never going to win, right? I didn't have what it took to win the Smackoff. And I would have been completely okay with that, and I probably would have rode off into the sunset and been like, guys, like, look, that was the biggest swing I'll ever take. Even, like, what's his face? The fat pitcher hit a home run once, right? Like, I just need to know if I can win. Bartolo Colon, right? So the minute Smackoff 28 ended, and you can go and check the tape, I went and said to Leff, like, I'm going to the Lorelei in a fucking cow suit, and I'm winning.
Nice.
The day of Smackoff 28.
Yeah.
I had that plan for a year, and then I didn't really, the year goes by, life happens, things go sideways. But just the way things worked out, I had a window of time when they announced, like, it probably wasn't going to happen if it was a week later. Like, if the Smackoff was next Friday, I was screwed. It wasn't going to happen. So when they announced the date, I said, okay, that works in my schedule for how much I travel. I'm going to Green Bay. I ordered the cow suit like Thursday before I left. It arrived this Monday. I put it on and I was like, this is so fucking dumb, dude. This is such a bad idea. Like, you don't know if it's going to hit. And if it doesn't hit, like, I would have walked into the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Period.
Dude, so let's get into that. Mark, real quick. So you walk into the Lorelei. I saw pictures of the Lorelei. I love the Lorelei. You walk in there in a freaking cow suit. Did they know it was you? Had you already done your call? Tell me more about that whole scenario where you have a freaking cow suit on and you walk into the Lorelei. Tell me, please.
So I got up to Green Bay yesterday.
Okay. And
the whole purpose of that was to do my Dong Day call from the Lorelei to see if the line was going to be good.
Okay.
So that Dong call, while it was like, hell yeah, I'll see what happens, the whole purpose of that was to see if the line would hold up after what happened to me last year. So I showed up at the Lorelei at 9 o'clock, and I walked through the whole deal, right? Like,
okay,
here's what I'm going to do. And like, there was a couple of moments where I was like, oh, this is screwed. I'm screwed. Because, look, like Jim's right. There were some really good calls. There were some insane calls. And I was like, is this even going to hit the freaking board, dude? Like, you have that self-doubt going through your brain when you're making the call. I have no control over that. Right. So I was like, man, I'm hearing some of these calls. Mark actually had an insanely good call. I thought I had a really good rebuttal on him, which I think helped. I think the minute Brad's line glitched, I was like, that's good. I can use that. And then there was a bunch of stuff that I had to skip over, right? Because I was like, okay, I don't know how much time I have. Let's see what happens. But, buddy, we're in Central Time here.
Right.
I was standing in the back of the Lorelei in the kitchen, which is like 100 degrees, wearing an inflatable cow suit, just sweating my ass off.
Oh, my God.
Drinking beers on an empty stomach, and it got to like 1:30. I was like, oh, God, I'm fucking hammered. I'm in trouble. I'm not going to be able to read this script. I've screwed myself.
Oh, my God.
So if someone would have taken out a phone at the right time, they would have seen a dude in a cow suit pounding water and club crackers, just trying to get his fucking mind right.
Oh, my God. G'day, dude. That is so freaking hilarious. Love the Lorelei. Love this story. Love that, Mark, you called your shot last night. We cannot forget about that.
Every single person should come to the Lorelei. This is a jungle, like, palace, dude. Like, it's the most chill bar, and I meant it when I said it. Like, the people in Green Bay are the best. They're going to kill me tonight with the amount of beers people are buying me. Like, they are out to kill me in the nicest way possible.
Watch yourself, bro. Watch yourself. These guys are heavy hitters, man. They know how to party.
No, dude.
Should we do the show there next year?
Should we do the show there next year is what I'm asking.
Next year.
Yeah, to hear all that
You
response.
should. You really should.
We would. I would love to do it from there. That'd be so epic. All right, man. We got the champ, the new champ.
They should do their show from here next year. It's the Jungle Palace, man.
We had one do it.
Boy, we could do it.
We got back-to-back champs here.
Yeah. Just a quick shout out to everybody at the Lorelei. We love you. We love you. We love the fact that Mark is there, and he was in a freaking cow suit. I cannot even consider how weird that must have been for you to walk in there with a cow suit on, bro. I mean, what was the reason for the cow suit? Tell me about the cow. Why the cow suit? Why not a dog suit?
When Caleb called at 2 o'clock, and I thought, okay, I'm probably not going to get into hour 3, I was having like the Smackoff series going, oh God, this is going to be so rude and mean. I'm going to shit on this dude to his face. Like, his family is here. His family is here. They're looking at me like, who the fuck is this guy?
I am putting pictures right now on the screen of you and Caleb, and you in your cow suit at the Lorelei. And yeah, dude, we all know that Caleb's folks are there, and it's a huge Caleb place, and then you're crapping them a little bit. How did that work out for you, bro? I mean, they're all cool as shit, though, is what you said, right? Everybody's grooving on this. No one's taking nothing personal or none of that bullshit, right, Mark?
Oh, my God, dude. Hey, listen, I know it's controversial. There's no one that's ever going to think that, like, look, in order to win any title, things have to break your way, right? So I had some things written that I thought would help, and if things went the order they did, like when Mark called early, I was like, oh shit, I got stuff on Mark, I got stuff on Rick. I feel like I had a good amount of stuff that was ready to go, and like, look, I know people are gonna think like, oh, they went with the gimmick, they went with this, they went with that, but like, I can't change the host's opinion. It is what it is. And there have been many a controversial smack off back in the day. But let me just say this. For every single hater or excuse maker, there isn't a single fucking thing you can do to take that strap from me. That is permanent. The cement is dried. Suck my ass in the most Detroit way possible.
Love it.
Put it winner on the site, so it's official.
Yeah,
there you
up,
go.
bro. You're up, brother.
Lifetime exemption. I don't have to worry about shit.
Hey,
so look,
hey, go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, your shirt, brother, I'm gonna make you a special shirt. I'm gonna send you a link. Here, me and Steve, we're gonna put it together. Steve said we need about 3-4 days. I'm gonna send you a link, and I'm gonna make you a special shirt, bro. All right? Wear it with pride. Wear it with pride. I'm so happy you called our show last night.
I will.
I'm so happy you called this show. I need you guys at the Lorelei to take care of our boy here. Once again, the champ is in the champ's house. That place is got champ written all over it. I love it. I'm hoping we could do something from there next time. Mark, congratulations, sir. Thank you so much for calling. And huge call, huge fan here. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Y'all take care of our boy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, of course you can. Oh, did you
I
all
want to say thank you to Steve. Look,
Okay.
listen, Steve, I called the show for the first time in 2011, and you were so nice and awesome, and you actually gave me a show on your radio show. And if I hadn't done that, I probably would have never called the show again. So thank you, Steve. This one's half yours, buddy.
I'll send you my address since you're,
All right.
chip off
You
the
won't
line.
get a dime. That's about as good as you're going to get.
All right.
We're going to get him a shirt instead. It's the opposite. Mark, enjoy your day. Lorelei, we love you guys. Thank you. Y'all have a good one. Lake Champ.
No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
Benny needs his love too, according to Jeff. Benny needs his love out there in Green Bay. Give Benny some love out there. Number 10.
Yep.
Nine.
All right, so we're gonna go to one more Smack Off participant, and then we're gonna get to some clones. Okay. So
Okay,
people hang in there. Do you people know who you are? We got Margot. We've got Liz. We've got Parody Larry, Dr. Dave, Marie in Denver, and Ray in SA. You guys want to hang on? Please do. We're going to go to one more participant, and then we're going to go ahead and start knocking off some of these clone calls. All right. Couple of things, Pool Doc.
Yes, sir.
So I was trying to keep track of how many Stucknut references we were going to have on, and oddly enough, you got 2 Pool Doc blasts in the Smack Off. You were mentioned twice. Once by Ifrady, and once by the pimp himself.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The Bulldogs get a little. The Bulldogs get. I'm gonna start calling myself in third. The third view, right? The Bulldogs getting real popular.
So pretty good. Pretty good.
I wish the Bulldog was in Lorelei, because then the Bulldog would be having a beer with all those folks in the Lorelei. But the Bulldog is doing pretty good. Who's the next one? That's so funny. Thanks.
We got Rick in Buffalo on.
Love it. Come on in, champ. Come on in. Remember, Rick? A long time ago, I said I would love to call you champ. Dude, that was champ material, Rick. I was so excited and so happy with your call, dude. You were badass, Rick. You need to be proud, bro. You need to be proud. How you doing, brother?
What's up, pool dork? It was badass, and I'm always proud.
Yeah, good. Rick,
how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm glad that you called it. It was just so Rick of you, brother. You were good. Tell me about your call. Tell me about how you feel about the day. Just tell me about what's going on with Rick right now.
Yeah, right now I'm chasing my German Shepherd in the backyard, but I'll get her in. But as far as my call, I was happy with it. During the week you put it together and you go with the best you got, and I felt like I came with the best I got. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. It's always such a rush to be on the show, and in the Smackoff especially. It's just, I don't know really how to describe it. I know the other participants probably feel the same way, but it's such a rush. And for me, it's just kind of keeping myself together. But it was cool. I actually, this year, our school year ended last Friday.
All right.
So I was prepping for summer school a bit this week, but I have a lighter schedule, which was kind of cool.
Hey, I want to get back to. Hey, Rick,
able to enjoy it.
Hey, Rick, I want to get into something real quick. You were talking about a week ago. You started, quote, putting together your call. Explain to me how you, quote, start putting together your call, please.
Sure. It's probably similar with everybody. I just keep, in the iPhone that I open with my peener, I just keep a notes folder. And anytime I think of something, good or bad, I just put it in so it's there. And honestly, if you scroll through it, 90% of it is shit. But you do have the material that you work into the call. And to be honest with you, maybe it just comes with experience, or maybe it just comes with having other stuff going on. But this year, I've probably spent less time on my call than I have in all other years. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But for me, I think of someone like Mark in Hollywood and Rich Flores, who I'm sure was the producer of that. How much time goes into that, man? I wish I had that kind of time, but it's all good. I'm not a gimmick guy, as you know.
Yeah. Hey, dude.
I guess it hit today.
Hey, Rick. So, Rick, real quick. So when you get all your notes together and stuff like that, then you start preparing the call. I guess you would delete and add, and then at some point in time you got to start structuring this call, right? And then you say, like, all right, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready to go, and then you just make the call. Is that how you do that? You start just put it all. I'm just trying to get. Yeah, how do we get to the iPhone to the telephone, to the phone call?
Yeah, you get your kind of your notes down. I know a lot of guys use their laptops. I'm old school. I got the paper and a pencil, and you have it ready, but you got to shift. I learned a couple of years ago when I went right after Vic and I didn't respond off the top, that hurts you. So I went after Vic again this year. I'm sure it bags every year to go right before me, but I was able to respond off the top, which helps your call. So it either helps you or it hurts you. Today I thought it helped me, and I was able to kind of roll in. And it's funny, I'll see stuff like the whole thing on Jeff and Richmond's mom when she put that video up.
Yeah.
And I saw Benton tweeted it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is gold. So I knew it was going to work, and somehow I didn't, a couple of weeks ago, I didn't know exactly how, but I was able to work that in. And then the Kaleb stuff, I always love hitting Kaleb, and and then Brad, when I heard, I don't know when he made that call. I actually go to you guys a lot on Stucknut because I don't listen live a lot. And I heard him make that, the dick joke about, which was awesome, about how I didn't open my iPhone by putting it in front of my pants. And you kind of tie it into a joke that you kind of punch back with. So I was pretty happy with that. Honest to God, and I had to do it. The whole Steffi Graf thing.
Yes.
That was one bit. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to piss off the host. I know, but I'm like, at this point in time, it's pretty, it just worked. It just worked. I like doing it. I was pissed about the whole Steph Diggs thing. I'm like, yeah, I could work that in. And the Jack Eichel thing, man, I've been pissed about that since he got traded. So I had to take my shot at him.
Hey, I got a quote from the chat for you, Rick. At Puljana, Rick's blast about instead of throwing flower petals, it was Tootsie Rolls and fish sticks. Oh my God, dude, that was so freaking funny, brother. That is so odd. That's so Rick. Man, I don't know, Rick.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you, dude.
Yeah, no, thanks, man. It's funny too, and this happened. Maybe it's just the synergy or the hate between me and Vic. My original line was, instead of flower petals, they were throwing Tootsie Rolls and Quarter Pounders with cheese. I swear to God, that was the line. And in Vic's call, he referenced, his call sucked, by the way, but he mentioned Quarter Pounders with cheese, and I'm like, Oh my God, that's so weird. So I just pulled fish sticks out of it would have been anything, but I couldn't. In last year, he referenced, maybe he's got my notes, I don't know, but he referenced Mark in Hollywood's IMDb page, and I had to change my IMDb page thing on Mark to like his Twitter feed. So that's so weird, and it's funny how you do have to listen to the callers before you, just in case things like that happen. So it's pretty dynamic. It's pretty cool how everything plays out. And I know every caller kind of has their strategy and their plan and all that stuff. For me, I tell my wife and kids, just get the hell out of here for the day. And I'm going to hop in my car now. I got to go pick up my 7-year-old son from my mom's house.
Well, hey, Rick, your call was extremely entertaining. You, sir, are extremely entertaining. I missed not talking to you last year, but we're here now. I always look forward, not back. And I just want to say thank you so much for your entertainment. Thank you for the insight on your call. And have a great day, brother. You enjoyed it. Do what you do to make your head right. Yeah. Go enjoy your family, bro. Do your thing, man. Enjoy. Later, brother.
For sure, guys. Thank you. I'll see you on Wood Scopes later. Now hit me with the ham.
Get him out of
here. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
Can we hear from Benny? They'd like to hear from Benny. Marie wants to hear from Benny out there at Lorelei. Benny, give us a holler, brother. They're asking for you. All right, we going to where are we going? Hedstrom, you tell me, man.
Yeah. So what I need people to do is to stop trying to call us because you're messing Steve up. We will call you, okay? And we're doing the best we can. So please just stop trying to call Steve. We're trying to, set up these calls, and if you're trying to call Steve, you're jumping the queue. The Smackoff participants, if you want to DM Steve directly, because pretty sure all of those guys are following Steve. Send him your number if he doesn't already have it, and then he'll contact you. So we've got one more Smackoff participant, and then we're going to try to get to some clones. I'm just going to stop making promises here and just let's go.
Yeah, please stop doing that because I control the phones, and we're going to my buddy Sean, the Cablinasian now.
Love it, Shawnee. What's up, Shawnee? How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing? Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. You sound great, brother. What do you think about your call? What do you think about the show? What do you think about everything? Talk to me about Shawnee right now.
Okay, so I was happy with where I finished. I was texting with Tom, the producer, after the first hour. I'm like, this is going to be a really good one this year. That first hour was incredible. It was the opposite of last year's first. Last year's first hour, I felt like I could have farted into the phone in hour number 2, and I would have finished like 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this, you know what I'm saying? Like last year was just an atrocious first hour. This year, I don't think there was a single bad call in the first hour. You know, there were some long calls, and I know Rome kind of sounded like when I heard him recap the top 10. I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't get to hear the third hour of the show because I had a meeting at 1 o'clock today. So I didn't get to hear Brad's call. I guess something funky happened with his phone. He still finished third. So there's that. So I pretty much got up to speed on everything in getting the top 10. So there's some of the calls I still haven't even listened to yet. So I'm kind of excited about that, to go back and listen to the, I'm really excited to go back and listen to how many different ways people can call me fat. In the third hour of the show.
Isn't that fucking hilarious? There's just, I guess, what else can they do to you with you, brother? I mean, you're not even fat. I mean, but you won 5 straps. They have nothing they can do to you, so they just go after. Appearance smack was never show fodder, but now that's the only thing they got on you. So whatever, Shawnee, tell me about how you chose to make the particular call you made today, and how you decided that this is what the call. Did you have bullet points? Did you just come off the cuff? I know you didn't read this take. Tell me a bit more about how you created your fifth place call for today.
Yeah, same as I do every year. I'm not somebody like I caught Rick there, and it sounds like Rick like puts a lot of thought into it way out in front of the event, which I think is awesome. Like everybody's got their own way of doing it.
Right.
Hell, there's some people that get on a plane and go places to do their call. You know what I mean? Like there's no one like right way to do it. For me, it's more like what fits my schedule more than anything else right now. Like I'm super busy, so it's one of those things. Like I really don't start thinking about it till the week of. I really didn't start preparing the call until maybe yesterday. I threw some bullet points down on a Word doc, and then worked on it a little more this morning. But I do bullet points. I kind of speak to the bullet points. Try not to sound like I'm reading, because I'm really not. I've got notes in front of me, but I don't have a script in front of me per se. And like as far as the direction of the call goes, my MO each year is kind of the same, which is I actually do like to mix in a couple sports takes and not have the whole thing be about just destroying everybody.
Right.
And then so this year was kind of like the Casario thing was an easy thing for me, because that was a big topic last week. Nick in his interview in studio with me bringing up, you guys had it on Stucknut, and you guys know exactly how that whole thing went. So that was an easy one for me to at least mix into the call or address. And then it's one of those things like, that there was that Gronk story this week, which can be really funny with Aaron Hernandez, and I can just go straight from Nick into that, and then I can go straight from this into that. You know what I mean? Like I try to make it where feels like there's some sequencing to it, and it's not just like 5 different bits in a vacuum sort of thing. And then today, obviously, the very end. I think there was a point in prepping the last couple of days, because I listened to some of this stuff this week on the show. Steve is kind enough to send me the text when people make fun of me, so I really appreciate that. He sends me the links. But there was a point where I'm like I don't really care if people go fat and bald and whatever. Like I am bald. And I'm not as fat as I used to be, but I definitely have a dad bod still. Like, I don't think someone would look at me and go, he's obese. But I don't think they'd look at me and say, definitely got washboard abs under there. So I just think it's funny. I kind of laugh at it. It's become a thing, forever now on the show. So I think it's funny. But there's part of me, last night, I'm going, dude, this is a big fucking gaggle of fat people making jokes about fat. Like, everybody like everybody in this field is hideous. Like everybody who listens to the show, by and large, there are very few face men that listen to the Jim Rome show. Like probably the best looking guy involved in the show is fucking Jim Rome. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's probably the best looking dude involved in the show. So I just kind of got swept up in the ludicrousness of it. I'm like, this is like what are we doing? Like what are we doing? So that was kind of the theme of the thing. Like the last, I would say, I don't know, like 2 minutes of my call was, going from like Chimp Empire. I really was watching Chimp Empire this week. I don't know if y'all have seen it.
No,
I was watching it
now,
and it was okay. So it's like it's on Netflix. It's really good. It's like a 4-episode documentary about these chimps that are different tribes of chimps in the African jungle, and there's this group that's in like the central part of Ngobo or whatever the country is, and then there's a group in the west. And the Westerners at one point attacked the central people. And I'm like, shit, this is like the jungle. This is like Jim Rome. This is like Cali folks going after the Texas folks. And I'm like, it literally is a jungle. So that I was actually watching that this week. And I'm like, I think I can incorporate that into the call somehow. So that's probably the closest I came to having something in the back of my mind, like more than like 2 or 3 days out. But that a long answer to your question, guys. But that's kind of how the whole call came about.
I love the fact that you were watching a Netflix document on chimpanzees fighting each other in Africa. And then all of a sudden you say, that sounds like the jungle. And then you put it together so brilliantly, so Shawnee-esque that I don't know, dude. You know how I feel about you. You know you're one of my heroes. You know you know it. You know I hope I'm not embarrassed. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm just trying to tell you that I think you're gold, and I just like to get into how my hero creates a call like that. You know what I mean? And it's so the dynamics are so cool, Sean, that you play it off like it was nothing, dude. I mean, just I don't know, man. I don't want to embarrass you or nothing, brother. But you keep telling me something else. Keep talking. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, dude, yeah, no. I want you to keep talking because you're saying nice things about me. I just went through 3 hours. That fool back. Give me some more good. No, like as far as where I finished and stuff, like I kind of know, like I kind of know the deal now. Like and I'm not saying like I deserve to finish higher or anything like that. Like you look at like the insane effort that people put into their calls, which I think is awesome. It's super entertaining, and I'm not, like I've won it before, so that, like it would be. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and tell you that when I was sitting in my car listening to the top 10 that I wasn't like sitting there like it's a cool feeling every year to listen to the top 10 when you call in and feel like you're going to finish in the top 10 or you had a good call, it could finish really high. So I always, it's funny, like this year I always listen to the top 10, and when I hear like the first 2 names, like, and he goes to like 10 and 9, and I like most years I go like, okay, well my call is definitely better than those guys. So at least I placed, you know what I mean? Like at least I'm on the board some. And this year, by the time he got to like 8, I'm like, oh man, like okay. And then you start counting in your head, like who had calls that you thought hit the mark or whatever. And especially without knowing what Brad's call sounded like, I'd only seen the Twitter react and had heard, whatever tweets got read about Brad's phone crapping out or whatever happened. So I'm like, damn, did Brad not finish in the top 10? Like, because his phone, something happened with his phone. So, I'm totally cool with finishing 5th. Like those were some really, really good calls today. And I'm more entertained by the whole thing than anything else at this point. I think it's cool that this thing's had legs for almost 30 years now, man. And it feels like it gets bigger all the time now.
It ain't slowing down, Sonny. It ain't going to slow down. This thing's not only legs, but those legs are running now, brother. They're running because of folks like you, dude. Folks like you, man. You got your own damn radio show, Sean. I mean, the funny part about all this is you were interviewing the GM for the Texans. Now, whatever, and they're gonna the blah 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 blah. You are on your own radio show interviewing the GM for the Texans in Houston. Very, and then for them to point that out is like a bad thing or something like that is absolutely hilarious to me when I'm thinking, dude, none of us are interviewing the freaking GM for the Texans, and none of us have our own damn radio show. You know, I mean, come on, dude, it's crazy, Shawnee. It's crazy, brother.
Well, I'll tell you guys the story about kind of how like Nick found out who I was. And if I told you guys this story last year, just stop me. But there's new people listening, so they haven't heard it. But I think it's a pretty funny story. And I don't think Nick would mind me telling it. Like last year, right before the day Lovie Smith got hired, so like February of 2022, they had like a little reception down in the cafeteria at NRG Stadium for like a bunch of Texans people, like Lovie, Nick, the McNairs, the owners, some other people, and then like a handful of us in the media. They had like a little reception, like a pre-press conference reception, like meet and greet with Lovie and stuff. So I got there. There's probably 20 or 30 people in the room. And I'd known Nick for like a year to that point. He'd been coming on my show on a fairly regular basis for the first year he was the GM. So we built a good rapport. But we only knew each other as like a radio host and a guest that got along. You know what I mean? We're legitimately friendly now because we have a lot in common, as it turns out, as you guys know. But he comes over to me. He like makes a beeline over to me in this room, and he comes over and he kind of grabs my elbow. And he's like, dude, because he listens to the show from time to time, and I must have talked about wrestling or something like that.
Okay.
And he grabs my elbow. He goes, dude, I didn't know you. He goes, I didn't know you were such a big wrestling fan. I said, oh, yeah, man. I said, dude, I'm a huge wrestling fan. He just kind of looks at me and nods his head, and he goes, DX, man. DX. That was the thing back in the day. Like Degenerate. I don't know if you guys are wrestling fans or not.
Yeah, of course.
Like, really popular. Yeah, really popular faction back in the day. So it turns out he and Josh McDaniels were like huge wrestling nerds when they first started out with New England. And then I kind of took a shot with this one because I remember reading an article about Nick before he took the job with the Texans that he was in, they talked about how miserable he was working on Wall Street. He's like, yeah, he was so miserable. He'd sit in his cubicle and he was just listening to Jim Rome. And it was kind of like just a sidebar thing about Rome. Like the article wasn't about him being a clone, but they mentioned him listening to Jim Rome. And I remember tucking that away in my brain and I'm going, I need to ask him about that sometime, either privately or on the show. So at that point, when I found out he was a wrestling nerd, I'm like, okay, well, let's find out about this Rome nerd thing. So I said, hey, man, I read an article that said you were like a big Jim Rome fan. And he said, yeah, man. He's like, I love Rome. I'm a clone. Wow. And I said, okay. I said, I used to call the show a lot back in the day. He's like, you used to call? Holy, that's really stressful. I said, yeah, I used to call a lot. He's like, man, that's really cool. And I said, I actually been in the Smackoff a few times. He's like, and that was when he put it together. He's like, he's like, Johnny the Cablinasian.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so then we nerded out over the jungle for like the next 10 minutes. He had like people coming over and grabbing him in the reception needing to talk to him. And he's like, oh, hang on. I got to talk more about Jeff and Richmond's pipes or whatever. Like I'm telling you guys, he is a huge clone. Like, however it sounds when he calls Jim, he is that's the floor of like when he calls Jim. Like we were texting back and forth today during the Smackoff, and he's like, bro, you're following Caleb. I wonder if Silk's coming in, like all this stuff. Like dude, he fucking dropped the Harbaugh. I don't have a lot of smack today when he was talking Jim. That happened in my first Smackoff back in 1998. That's how long ago it was.
Wishing everybody a happy Easter, and I hope that everybody has peace and prosperity in the jungle. Yeah, that's what we need.
No, dude, we played the audio on our show the next day because anytime something happens with Rome and our local show, I always play it because it makes our show feel bigger. Right. Talking about us on a national show, on the national show with Jim's show, and so we always play it. So then we played Rome reacting to the Caserio stuff, which was hilarious. And then when Nick called on Monday or Tuesday last week when he called, we played cuts from that. And just to give people context, I played the Harbaugh right after it. Show how funny that was. Because I think there's a lot of people in Houston that think that they don't realize, like, Nick's a funny dude. Like, he is. He doesn't show that side of himself a lot, like in press conferences, and he is very analytical and very driven and things like that. But he's a pretty funny guy, and I think like to hear him drop that Harbaugh thing, like, if you don't know the context of it, you don't know how fucking funny that was. What he just did. You know what I mean?
That's the beauty of it. We know. Those of us that know the Harbaugh thing. You know. Hey, Sean. Either way, look. Bottom line. A, you're still my hero, and B, you still have a radio show. You still have a radio show, bro. 5, cool, dude, whatever. Yeah.
Actually, hey, it's actually a successful radio show.
Yeah.
Believe that? No. I get good ratings. I still can't believe that. I don't want anybody, Steve. I don't want you telling the bosses at 610 that I'm not trained for this. All right.
Yeah, Steve.
I don't want you to put my cover.
But do they know that you're taking the next 2 weeks off?
They're aware of that.
That's how successful he is. He gets to take time off like Rome does.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, hopefully I don't get Wally pipped by somebody substituting for me. So yeah, but no, man, I'm living the dream. And I was texting with Tom, the producer, afterwards, and he was really cool. He was thanks for coming on, and I'm like, man, thanks for having me on, man. Like I owe my radio career to being a caller on their show, and I mean, and you guys know, like, I was gone for a while from the show, for probably probably a lot of reasons that I'd probably like rather redo over again. You know what I mean? In terms of content about the show and things like that. So yeah, so I'm really grateful to get a chance to do that, and to be back part of the mix of people calling in on the show, man. It's pretty cool.
Well, I am really grateful that you call our show, and Sean, you and I got something in common on this Smackoff. You know, your boy was being talked about. I Brady mentioned your boy Puldock, and Rome mentioned me. So your boy's getting some run now because of you, because of people like you. And I cannot thank you enough for calling us. I can't thank you enough for being the coolest dude that is a successful cool dude that takes it like nothing. You're just congratulations on everything. Enjoy your 2 weeks, bro. Hope they don't screw your show up. Yeah. But once again, thank you, Steve Hedstrom, and I thank you from the bottom of our hearts for calling us and talking to us. Thank you so much, brother. Later.
All right. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate everything you guys do. I think it's super, super cool, and this is one of the funnest days of the year, and you guys keep it going for a while afterwards, too, for everybody to listen. So appreciate you guys, and 365 days from now, we'll do it again.
Love it. We're going to run you, Shawnee. We're going to run you. Later, brother.
So, Puldock, real quick. 10-1, run him down. Run him down real quick.
Benny. Number 10, Benny. Number 9, B in the Fee. Number 8, Caleb. Number 7, Brady. Number 6, Leff in Laguna. Number 5, Sean the Cablinasian. Number 4, Rick in Buffalo. Number 3, Brad in Corona. Number 2, Mark in Hollywood. And our champ that's hanging out in the Lorelei that I just saw a video put on Twitter of him in his cow suit. Lorelei.
Beautiful.
Mark in Boston.
Nice.
Gooch man that called our show last night.
Yeah.
He's our champ. That's our top 10, brother, right there.
Nice. So speaking of the Lorelei, actually, 12wood was there, and he tweeted while Jim or Jeff in Richmond was calling, and he's like, he did like a fake count on there. I actually went back and listened to the Jim, or excuse me, I keep on saying Jim, sorry. The Jeff in Richmond call. Official Stucknut analytics of the Jeff in Richmond call, 52 Jims.
Damn.
52 Jims. And it was a 6 minute 20-second call. His call was the second longest call. Mark in Boston had the longest call at 6:40, which happened to be the first one. So, the shortest call. Do you know what the shortest call was? Do you remember?
The dog.
No, it wasn't the dog. The dog was close. Good call. The dog was 2 minutes 28 seconds. Drizzle at 2:05 was the shortest call. So there you go. A few more stats later on. Go, Steve.
Benny and Wisco.
Love it. They're asking for Benny. Benny, what's up, brother? You hanging out the Lorelei? How you doing, Benny?
I'm well, man. How are you?
Dude, I loved your call. I loved your call. What do you feel? How do you feel about your placement? How do you feel about your call? How do you feel about hanging out in the Lorelei? Tell me what's going on with Benny today, brother. Tell me about Benny.
So, as far as the Lorelei goes, I just got here probably 10 minutes ago.
Love it.
2/3 of a beer ago. And I saw Caleb and Mark in the parking lot walking out to their cars to head to like the local radio station to do an interview like in the studio.
Wow.
What the fuck? So as soon as they show up, they're gone. So I'm hanging out with the Wood Bros and Jared's here. Jamie and Green Bay's here. Cindy's here. Oshkosh Tyler's here. Yeah, they're all pretty fucking drunk, dude.
Dude.
Everyone's fucking piss bombed.
Hey, Benny, your Jeffrey Dahmer takes were freaking hilarious, bro. How did you come up with that? Tell me about that. How long have you been preparing this call, bro?
So, as far as the Dahmer stuff, anytime I like think of something like that, like Rick in Buffalo, I heard earlier on the show, he was saying that he just opens his notes app in his phone, and that's like whenever, wherever I am and something comes across my mind, that's where I jot it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept like I don't know, man. Anytime I'd think of one, I'd like improve it a little bit. And but yeah, the Dahmers were heavy this year, and that was a really good time, like fitting those in somehow. I don't know how well they go over, but they're fucking funny, and that's all I give a shit. These guys here are telling me about how much they laughed in my call, and that's like my goal, I guess. Each call is to try to make people laugh, and it's a call where you talk shit about people, but and have sports takes, and I don't know if I'm definitely not the best at that, but I feel like I really try to be the funniest one for sure.
Your boy Jared is out there telling me to get off your nuts, bro. I don't mean to be on your nuts, bro. Not what I'm trying to do here. I'm gonna try to leave your nuts alone, man. Hey, so, how do you feel about being 10th? How do you feel about where you're placed, bro? Do you think you got robbed? Do you like it? I mean, what? Tell me about your 10th place finish.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. I got better than 10th, but it's tough. I think there are a couple of dudes that placed ahead of me that maybe it could have gone a different way, but I was over it as soon as it was over. I knew as soon as I heard Mark's call, both Mark's calls, I was like, well, those are fucking contenders right there. So I don't know. As far as 10th, whatever, it's fine. It's a number. I'm not happy with it, but I'm not gonna pout about it at all.
It's interesting. When you heard, tell me a little bit more about when you heard Mark's in Hollywood's first, the first of the call of the day. And at that point, what do you tell yourself? Like, do I need to go after this cat or do I need to do something around it, or do I just run with what I got? Tell me a little more about when you hear a call like that start to show off.
So funny thing, like I had kind of a little rant about how I thought that Mark in Hollywood, every time he calls, it sounds like a really shitty game show. Like it's totally over dramatic and like, just these changes and inflections in his voice and stuff. And then Caleb went right before me and he had a game show in his call. So I kind of just combined the two. But yeah, I mean, that's what Mark puts a lot of fucking effort in his calls. And, obviously today it was worth it. It was really good. It came out good. But I don't know if you're willing to put the time into it like that and produce it like that, then you deserve where you place. If you nail it like Mark did, he did a really good job with it. And, I don't think I would ever not spend the time or have the time or whatever, but if that's what you're going for, he went for it and he did a really good job.
My wife's right here, and she dug all over your call, and I like it, man. I appreciate you you coming here and chatting with us. Those guys at the Lorelei, you guys take care of our boy Benny. Benny, before these guys run you, because you know they're going to. I'm real quick. Marie says that she loves you, Benny. You should have won. You're her king. It was a fantastic call. The smack, well done, Benny. Everybody's digging you on the chat, bro. You enjoy the rest of your day, and just I hope you have fun today, man. And just relax, man. What else you got?
Yeah, thanks, man. The best part is that it's over, and
right.
I get to chill with these guys, and thanks for the kind words, everybody, and I hope you got some laughs. I sure did. Every time I read that fucking Asperger's line when I was rehearsing, I'd fucking lose it. Like that was like, I like had to keep it. I knew I had to and I kind of giggled like even when I did during the call, even though like I thought I had it down or whatever. But I don't know. It was good. I thought I did better than what I ended up like. Like I said, I'm not gonna pout about it.
Hey Benny, on cue, right when you said Asperger's.
Hold on.
What's
up? Gibson. I'm supposed to tell you Gibson.
My boy. I know what that means. Hey, as you were talking about the Asperger's, David and Austin said the Asperger's and open mic night lines had me rolling, Benny, and men's toes. See, so 10 is just a number. Like, I love the fact that you said 10 is just a number. Unless it's one, it doesn't matter. But hey, they liked it, they enjoyed it, and you made people laugh. What else can you do right now but have a beer and enjoy yourself, brother? Enjoy yourself, man. Well done. Thank you so much for calling our show. I appreciate you.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks as always. You guys are doing great. Fuck, you guys are doing great. Yeah, have a good rest of the night. Have a good rest of the show, and thanks again, man.
Shout out to Lorelei and Benny. Run his ass. Thank you, Benny. Shout out to the Lorelei.
You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
Good stuff, man. That was his call was like the first one that I was listening to, and I was listening fairly intently this year. The last 2 years before, I was in the truck, I was driving, and I just had a hard time listening and actually absorbing it. I could just sit here and absorb it all. And Benny was the first one to literally make me laugh out loud. I mean, we always say that, and it's like it's kind of cliche and everything, but I literally laughed out loud at the Dahmer stuff. And yeah, this good stuff. Let's see what else we got. Average call. Yeah, I've got more information here. Average call time was 4.5 minutes. 15 participants, and I gave you the longest call. Yeah, Mark in Hollywood 640. Shortest call Drizzle 205. 2 pool dock mentions. 1 Stucknut mention, one nut mention, and 1 bacon mention. That's pretty good. 12 wood. Sorry, no 12 wood or wood scopes mentioned. But while we're saying that, wood scopes tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Texas time.
Love that. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely watching that show tonight. Yeah. Wood scopes
on.
I
got to work that one too. So I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a nappy poo and then get back.
Oh, you're running that show too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, we'll definitely everybody check out Wood scopes tonight at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10 o'clock
Central. Yeah, Texas time. All right. What do you got, Steve?
All right. Finally, we got somebody that wasn't in the Smackoff, and probably never will be. Just kidding. It's Liz in Fall City.
Liz, what you think of the show today, girl? How you been?
Guys. Oh, I'm great. It's hot as hell in Texas, but it's good. It's all good.
How's things out on the ranch there? You're at the family ranch. I saw you tweet that.
And back in San Antonio, just always running around like crazy.
Yep.
So first I want to tell Mark, congratulations to Mark. I mean, I love that it came down to a Michigan guy beating a Penn State guy, back, 1-2. I love it. And I know Mark loves that. And shout out to everybody at the Lorelei, one of my best friends, 512 and 12 Wood and Tyler. Y'all are my people, Yeah. And I enjoyed it. I think the thing that stuck out with me the most about all of it is when Mark and Hollywood was on earlier, where he kind of, I'm going to paraphrase, was kind of like, you got to kind of stay in your lane. You got to know what makes you part of it. And Vic, I thought Vic was going to rip off like trying to do AI chat or chat AI, which is what Mark and Hollywood did, you know? And I thought Vic was going to start impersonating the callers, you know, because he was impersonating Brad. And I thought, oh, he might just impersonate everybody instead of having to do the chat AI. But then he went into the Goodfellas thing, and I was just like, oh, no. Like, I don't know what's going on here. But Mark killed it. It was great.
One thing about Liz, we got Liz in Fall City, one fellow Texan. One thing about Vic was it took me a while to grasp what he was doing with the Goodfellas. You know what I mean? I guess the backdrop music, it took me a while because it was like, what the hell's going on here? Why, you know? And then I realized what he was doing. I thought that's genius. But then once again, it took a while to figure out what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Saturday Night Live did a bit on it as well a long time ago, where they were doing the Goodfellas, where they're playing that particular song and walking, you know, introducing everybody. But I think it's much better when it's visual, you know.
Right. Yep.
And because you know you got to know the music, but I would have loved it, you know, Vic, if you're listening. Pretend like you want a golden ticket for Mutton LA and for all the other guys you impersonate, you know, and just go from character to character. Because that's what he does. That's what Vic does. So that was a little bit. Rick, I swear, when Rick did that thing about sliding into Jeff and Richmond's mother's 94-year-old woman's DMs, I got the visual of that and I burst out laughing. Like, Rick just goes to this other level of like complete audacity, you know?
Yeah. It's so funny. It's so funny. Rick don't give a shit. Rick don't give a shit. Rick is just crazy. Hey.
Rick is crazy. I'm Mrs. Rick, so I should know he's crazy, right?
Hey, Liz.
And then Fresh Blood, V and the Fee.
Yeah. Tell me about being the Fee. Talk to me.
I love the Fresh Blood. I love V and the Fee. Aya Fraudy was great. I love when he said Aya Fraudy, and he caught Jim's attention with the whole call. And then James in Portland, too. I was disappointed that Jeff in Southfield didn't come in, or he didn't. I don't know what happened to Jeff in Southfield, but I was hoping he was going to just follow that momentum from yesterday and come in strong today. But, oh, well, hope Jeff is doing well. But, yeah, those are my thoughts. Congrats to everybody.
I got a couple of things left for you. A couple of things that I want to go over with you. And I know you've been around for a long time. I know you know we both have been around for a long time. When Vic got run, what did you think? Right when they ran Vic, because my mouth dropped, girl. My mouth dropped. What did you think when Vic got run?
I felt sad.
Yeah.
My heart kind of sunk a little. Is
that the Texan in us? Is that the Texan in us that kind of felt bad? You know, he's someone that runs his mouth and he'll rip you to shreds. But is it the Texan in us? Is like, damn, you know. And I got one more other thing for you. You like your boy Bulldog. You were mentioned for the bone stock, Liz. Now I know it's the premise is funny there, but they still said you were on the Smackoff. I love the fact that these Texans are getting on the Smackoff. We're working our way in there, girl. We don't even have to call. I love it.
Yeah, little old Fall City, Texas got a mention in the Smackoff.
Yes. You're in. I was more proud of that. You know, I know that what he was saying was, but it's the Smackoff. You've been around long enough. Your blood's thick, you know. But when they mentioned Liz, I felt proud. Isn't that weird? That's the Texan in me, girl. You know how it is. You know where I'm coming from. Dang. Hey, I am so looking forward to hanging out with you guys tonight. We're gonna hang out tonight on Woodscopes, right? All of us are gonna hang out tonight. I'm gonna
awesome. Yeah, I'll be there.
Hey, thank you so much for calling, Liz. Appreciate you a lot, and congratulations. Us Texans we're working our way in the Smackoff, girl. We're gonna be there next year too, and later. Have a good one, Liz. Thanks for calling.
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
I haven't even looked at the time yet.
We're just shy of an hour and a half in 125. Yeah, 125.
Yeah, all right. We haven't taken a lot of calls, folks. We've only taken 7. So
yeah. So we've got as of right now. So we're trying. We're efforting Margot because she was first on the list, and we are also. Let me just go through the list here. We still have Parody Larry in the queue, Dr. Dave. Marie said she'd drop out. Marie, tell us in the chat if you still want in the queue because we'll get you in here. And then we've got Ray and SA and Pauly and Baldwin Park. Although those guys are both at the same party, so maybe we'll just hit up one of those guys. And they could pass the phone around if they don't mind. I don't know. We'll see. What do you got, Steve?
Well, we're going to the party next, but I thought maybe we can get Parody Larry in here for like maybe 30 seconds.
Okay, hang on a second. Oh, no. Okay, too soon. All right. Never mind. Just kidding, Larry.
PL, what you got, brother?
What's up, brother?
What's up, boys? How you doing today?
Yeah.
Great Smackoff, huh?
Yeah.
Let me just say that first off, I appreciate what you guys do to get all the clones in here and doing what you do. I appreciate it all the way, man. You guys do a great job.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
Let me just say that this was definitely one of the hardest Smackoffs to call. I want to just start by going with the bottom feeders. I met John in New York. He does not have the game for the Smackoff, and when he went like on his script. He needs Evelyn Wood to learn how to read a script. Jeff in Richmond, I had him actually at 53 gyms.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the thing, Larry. I'm gonna call you out on that though, Larry. The one gym that he did, he was actually mentioning the Jim Rome show or Jim Rome. Those don't count. So that would have been 53. So you're not incorrect there. But he actually when he refers to Jim, those are the ones that I count. So those are the Stucknut analytics. But you're not wrong. He did say it 53 times, but one of them was actually in a different context.
I was counting on my fingers. I was drinking like 3 shots of Jim Beam during the
yeah. So and before you go ahead, the whole John the whole John in New York thing, his little pauses there, it was almost like he had, like, you know how Jim has his producer and he's feeding him lines and you get those weird pauses. I was thinking that maybe Bobby in Brooklyn was feeding him some lines in the background. I don't know. That was a joke.
I don't know.
Never mind.
South Queens, maybe. I don't know. I was hoping Jeff in Southfield would call. Actually, I think he is Sal in Queens. But honestly, guys, if I never hear that fat bastard Jeff in Richmond again, it'll be too soon. Get him off the air.
Yeah.
Forever.
All right.
And Paul's dog, that mangy, flea-ridden mutt, what a waste of time that was. I would have rather heard anyone else, even myself, but I'll never get a golden ticket, maybe a pyrite one. That's about it for me. But let me say that Mark in Hollywood, call. Leff had a great call. Rick, I thought, could have won. And Sean, excellent call by Cablinasian. And Benny and Wisco and the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff, it was cracking me up. He could have definitely won.
Yep.
Honestly, my buddy Brad there, if it wasn't for the major glitches, I thought he was going to pull it out. I really did. But it could have gone to almost anyone. It really could have today. It was a good Smackoff. All 3 hours were good. And I honestly want to just end this with a quick parody I was going to do on Thursday from Mutt in LA's Smackoff Watch Porta Potty, but I never got it on because he called me Parody Gary, like that Boatie did. And so I'm going to dedicate this to Lori and Mark in Boston. in his cow duty probably next to the oven. It's almost like medium rare, well done by now. I was going to say that as in the commercial break that goes, if you're out of your libations and for your Smackoff celebrations, ding dong, call Drizzle E. Run me, boys.
Late.
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
Lovable Parody Larry. Yeah, I was.
Marie,
I wrote that down, man. I was like, yeah, I swear, like it was funny because John in New York had these like really weird pauses, and then it was just like he was just, yeah. Unfortunately, he was just kind of tripping over his words there. So yeah, you knew that was coming. You knew the hammer was coming there. And oddly enough, I was saying to myself, like we've had, let's see, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 callers before him, and nobody had been run. And then he runs Vic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I think they just want to run a bunch of people. Like, I think Vic was a bit of an actual, as Rick likes to call him, victim. I think he was a victim of poor timing there. I don't think he deserved to be run, to be honest with you.
I don't either.
I thought
he
should have
let
let him
that
finish.
call go.
Yeah. Especially considering some of the stuff, and we won't mention it specifically, but some of the stuff that had come before there. It's like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Thanks, Parody Larry. Marie wants in, Steve, and you. Okay.
Yeah,
so
she will. Yeah, she
queue.
still wants in. So
Okay.
we got Dr. Dave in the queue, and I think we're going to try and get a hold of Margot as well. Still, what do you got, Steve?
We're going to Beauregard's palatial estate, or whatever it is, Matt and LA's backyard, wherever they're at. But it's
Matt's
Ray,
buddy. Yeah, Matt's buddy.
probably Ryan, all them. All right, here we go. You're on, dude.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Who's this?
How you doing?
What's going
It's
on?
Ray. Say, Bulldog. How's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Hey,
What'd you think about the show?
Everybody's gonna say hi to Stucknut. Tell them who you are.
What up? What up?
What up?
Happening? Shit, what a great freaking Smackoff, dude. When Mark and Boston made his call, I was like, dude, that's the winner right there, bro.
Love it.
Hands down. Killed it. By the
Hey, who
way,
are you?
in Tucson.
Okay, cool.
Tucson, hanging out with Ray and SA.
Oh, Hemsky, yeah.
Pauly and Baldwin Park. Matt in LA. We got Ryan in Sacktown over here. So if you're passing the phone, we're gonna put on the legend right here, Matt in LA.
What up, fellas?
What's going on, brother? Hey, how's the party going? How everybody taking care of your place? No one.
Oh yeah. Everybody's in line.
Good.
We got a lot of good food, a lot of cold beer. We got Fabian right here as well, lurking, and he's on his best behavior. So it's already a victory. We had some folks come down from Golden Bakes up from up north.
Wow.
Ryan, Sacktown, Ray from you guys' place, Phoenix Nola, girl, Tracy, and Hemsky from Arizona. So it's a good turnout, man.
Hey, Matt, but it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better, bro. You're starting to gain traction with this thing. You're starting to gain traction, man. You had a good one last year. You got a better one this year. You're going to have to start figuring out more places, or you're going to have to start figuring this out, because it's just going to get bigger and bigger, bro. I'm so excited. One of these days, I'd love to be at that. I'd love to be at something like that. That'd be so cool, man. I'm actually jealous I'm not hanging out with you guys right now.
It's all good, man. One day, you never know. We do it every year, so you'll be here one of these years, God willing.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hi,
yes.
brother. Doing your thing with Stucknut, and to all the jungle out there, you're welcome. Outro.
Matt, is he out? There's a picture of him and the party scene. Look at that. Look at that. That is badass. That shit's growing, man.
That's a good turnout right there. That's a very good turnout.
Lorelei.
Yeah, GBW, Golden Bake Warrior, and Ryan driving down from Sacramento. That's no easy trek. And Pauly coming down from a little bit further. I think he's a little bit northeast of them. That's a bitch driving in that LA traffic.
Dude, and it's gaining traction.
Beautiful.
It's gaining
Beautiful.
traction.
Tracy going there, and Ray coming in from all the way from San Antonio. Hemsky from Arizona. That's a good group of people, and you would fit in really well with them, Pool Doc. Now, like you basically show up with your cholo outfit. Make sure you bring the hairnet though.
Oh, no problem. I got my Guayabera going. I can make it
chunkless.
Work, my chunkless shorts.
Yep.
And my shirt.
Yep.
I can make it work, bro.
Yeah.
I can make it work. See, Matt, I fit in with you. One of these days, I'll be there, bro.
There you go.
We got to get to the Lorelei first.
Yeah, there you go.
I want the Lorelei to send me a picture of everybody hanging out.
There you go.
Jana's getting them on Twitter, and I'll put them up as soon as I get them. I'm following you guys in the chat. Y'all just hang out. If there's anything you want me to let me know, I'll get it up here. Yep. I think we're going to try to hammer out calls. I just want to keep talking to the clones. I'm going to keep going. We are going to keep going until we are not going anymore, or until I wear these guys out.
Steve's still efforting, man. It's good.
Yeah.
So I was gonna mention. So yesterday was what did we call that?
Happy Dong Day.
Thank you, Rome. So yesterday was Dong Day, and obviously BIC is the king of Dong Day. He created that right. So you notice that. There's a method to the madness, right? Because he calls and he spoils topics for other people, right? And then the other thing is he's tweeting. What are you showing up there, Bulldog? I can't really see it.
The Lorelei, it looks like it's 12 wood.
Okay, a little bit closer to the camera, a little bit, because it's getting a bit of a glare. Nice picture. We got there's Tyler there, and 12 wood, his brother. Cindy's there. Cindy from Milwaukee's there. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Love it, 12. Keep them coming.
Yeah, you got Dave right behind him. Is that Dave? Dave's here.
Dave's not here.
Oh, Dave's not here, but he's there. He's there. So
he's got to keep it on his bar. Tyler's there.
Tyler's gonna. But speaking of them, and you notice that, so BIC, he tweets during the Smackoff, and he's killing guys that way. He's just other level. And then Kaleb kind of got ahead of the game as well. I think when did Kaleb go? Kaleb went top of hour 2, and he tried to kill some of the big hitters' topics as well. So pretty interesting strategy there. So go ahead, Steve.
Oh, yes. We have Marie on the line now.
All right. Cool. Marie, what's up?
Hi, guys.
What's up, Marie?
Hey, Marie.
There's kind of a delay, so if we talk over each other, don't get mad.
We won't.
Well, turn off your TV.
Hey, Marie, I got something for you. Thanks for keeping my chat alive, girl. You're all over the chat. Keep it up, man. You're doing good. I've got everything you going. You got anything you want to tell me on chat? I got this. I'm glad you're calling in. What did you think? I know you wanted Benny. What do you think about the Smackoff today, Marie? Give me your thoughts on it. What do you think about it, the whole day?
Well, okay, so I'm done listening to Rome, right? And I knew I shouldn't have, got pulled back in, but I can't miss the Smackoff.
Right.
And I've been listening a week up to the Smackoff so that I could get a feel for the callers and stuff. And I know Benny and those guys don't call in all the time, but if you go back and listen, you'll get some of their juice. Benny totally won that whole thing. I don't care what anyone says. Now, maybe I'm way stoned, which probably I am because I am, but he won it.
You ain't stoned. I mean, stoned or not stoned, it's a take, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think he won it so bad? Why do you think, what was the best part about his call?
You couldn't stop laughing during it, dude. Every freaking other line was a Jeff Dahmer joke.
Yeah,
and it was just hysterical.
Yes.
I loved it.
That's so funny.
I didn't understand Vic, and then once I caught on and he got, I had to look in chat to figure out what was going on because I couldn't figure it out. But once he got, I thought that was kind of harsh on Rome's behalf. He shouldn't have. I mean, Paul's dog was way worse than that.
Yeah, I agree. Like I was talking to, I think, Liz, I didn't get the Goodfellas reference. Now, I love Goodfellas. I've seen it 1,000 times. but it didn't click in me because it just wasn't in my head, and I didn't know where he was going until I realized where he was going, and then all of a sudden he got run, and I was like, fuck, that's crazy, that's crazy.
You and me too. I dropped my drink, dude. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I texted my sister right after. I was like, whoa. Anyways, it was a good one this year. That's probably the best one I've listened to in like probably since 2010. That was a really good one. 2009 and 10. Those were both good years. But congratulations to Matt, or Mike, or I can't remember. Mark. Oh, congratulations.
They all look the
Mark.
same.
And you guys, thank you so much for being here. It's so appreciated because you're right. We have all this energy, and where do we put it? So thank you.
You are welcome. This is why I do this for us, Marie. This is why we do it.
You don't like that car.
For us. Looking forward to hanging out with you tonight on 12-Wood Show. Thank you. All right. Vic tried something. It didn't catch on. Props to him for trying. I agree. Awesome call, Marie. Maybe Marie is the new tennis reporter. Nice. I'm happy you won, Benny. Sorry I didn't win. Okay. Marie, marijuana makes everybody funny. Or everything funny. All right. So, yeah. Let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Thanks, Marie. I'll see y'all tonight for sure on Woodscopes. Hedstrom, analytics. What else we got? Give me something. I want to hear it.
Let's see. What else did we have here? So we had, how many calls do we have? I think it was 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
17?
16
17.
calls. 17. Two run calls. Yeah. So John in New York got a minute and 20 into his call before he got run. Vic got 4 minutes and 26 seconds into his call before he got run. So that blows right there.
Sucks.
It's still, it really sucks.
Look,
really sucks.
Hedstrom, we are independent. We're not here to criticize.
Switzerland.
We're Switzerland, but it sucks to go 426 and get run, and then you let a dog go 225. But whatever, I don't make the rules. I don't have any.
Agreed.
But
I'm really bent because I had Vic winning the whole thing, right? So we're gonna have to go over the
trifecta, baby,
your trifecta list and all the rest of it. So get that shit together, because I'm out of stats now. That's it.
Okay, no, don't worry. Jana's working on it.
Beautiful.
I have tried. Oh, what you got, Steve? What you got?
Leff and Laguna.
Oh, hell yeah. Bring up old Leff. Bring up Leff. What's up, Leff? How you doing, bro? No long questions. Just what's up?
Yeah. What's up, bro? How you guys doing?
Doing well. Hey, what do you think? What do you think about today? What do you think about where you placed? What do you think?
I didn't like where I placed, but I'm not a complainer guy, but I actually thought overall, like during the whole show, my takeaway was like, damn, this is like a really good smack off, like better than we've had in a long time. I feel like I don't want to say best ever, like top to bottom, but during the whole show, I was like, there's nothing that's really lagging. Like I thought all the calls were good. It was super entertaining. Like hour one obviously was really good, and last year was not good. But then I almost feel like hour three was like almost, not like a letdown, but I feel like the whole show was like super good. That was the best smack off that I can remember in a long time. Oh, like top to bottom.
So what, in your opinion, what made it the best smack off? I know it's the callers and everything, but do you like B in the fee or I mean, just the whole content is what you're saying, correct?
Dude, everybody had good calls. I don't think there was a bad call in the whole bunch. Like even, dude, like Amber was super funny. Like,
yes.
And again, I said this every year. It's like it's really hard listening, especially like calling late, to like take in every line. And still, I found myself like laughing audibly at like Rick's shit and Amber, and like James had funny stuff, and like D and the Fee was like money. So it was a lot of like unexpected people that like really had nice calls. They were really good calls. I think there's one guy that kind of slipped up and he messed up on the script, and then he got run. It was at John, I think. But other than that, like everyone was pretty good, dude. It was good. Usually I'll listen and just like intel wise, I'll be listening and thinking like, all right, what do I need to like rebuttal, or what do I need to like put into the call, from a call before me? And it's like, I got to the point where like, I can't put everybody in the call, but like literally every call was good and like deserved commenting on, but you're only allowed it so much time. But I thought top to bottom was super good.
Dude, and the way you always handle yourself is you like to take shots at everybody, but when they're smacking that hard, I mean, I love that. I love to hear you say that you love the field and you love the way that it was done today. Tell me about your call, bro. Tell me about what you thought about your call, and just tell me, like I said, tell me about your call.
Yeah, I liked it. Like when obviously you get like Twitter feedback, and I never know how it sounds. Like I think Brad said earlier, I was at lunch, but I heard him say like he didn't know he had like the audio issues until because you listen back, and like for some reason my phone was like my feed I use the Odyssey app. I was like 5 minutes behind, so
wow.
it was actually kind of frustrating. Usually it's only like maybe 30 seconds at most, but I was literally like, when I got off, he was still in commercial, and I think I was the first call out 3. He was still in commercial. I was like, get like 5 minutes off. And I listened to the whole call back, and I was like, mine. I was like, oh, it was good. Like, I hit all the stuff I wanted to hit. Thought it sounded good, and then you start seeing like Twitter feedback, like, oh, like shut it down, or there's your win, or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, so this is gonna like should be, top 2, top 3, like, I liked Mark and Boston's call. At the beginning, I liked Mark and Hollywood's call. I was like, I just know how they judge it. I feel like I was like, that's going to factor in. That's going to be a problem. Even from like, it kind of tripped me up. They kind of tripped me up the whole time. I was like, I need to figure out something good to say about Mark, because that call is going to be there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Mark and Boston's good. But yeah, I thought my call was good. I thought it was definitely in the running. And then I'm used to the last few years, like disappointing finishes, but it's all good.
It's all good. That's the bottom line. It's all good, bro. You're still left. You still live in Laguna. Everything's cool, dude.
Maybe. I mean, maybe one more like 6th or 7th place finish, and maybe it's not all good. I don't know. But yeah, I felt like it was getting, and had some funny stuff. Again, like last year, I mixed in a bunch of sports, and maybe that's where, that's where like things slow down. Because I know Jim likes the great call, so like fuck you, so fuck you, something like fuck you. But it's like, I just really don't think Shohei Ohtani stuff's funny. It's probably the 4th time I've done it in the Smackoff. So I like had that off the top, and then I had a couple other like sports takes that I thought were good. And to me, like the sports stuff is the funniest. I kind of get fatigue of saying, everyone's fat or everyone's ugly or whatever. So like you can only say that so many times. That's like it's kind of boring to me. So I do lean on the sports takes, but I definitely think that's not judged as high when you do have sports. I don't think they matter that much. So, but it's what I like. Whatever.
It's just a fun day, bro. Like I said,
yeah.
6 is just. I think Benny said it best. 10 is just a number. There's only one number 1. So, but you guys make it fun for us. It sucks that we're kind of. Like I guess we're like, you're being used by us clones, but like you make me laugh, and I love hearing you on the Smackoff. I love hearing you, especially on this show. But it's just fun for us, dude. And you guys have a way of doing it that none of us that are not part of this thing, none of us have the ability, and none of us have the way you present yourself is incredible to someone like us.
Yeah, Yeah, like I said, it's fun, and Benny's probably right. I mean, like I said, there's so many good calls, and it's like, I do think it's impossible to, like, I do think they have a winner. Like, I think like all the props to Mark and Boston, like the cow suit being the Lorelei, that stuff matters. I mean, that's like, they said it like the last 2 weeks. That's like the number 1 jungle bar. I mean, that's almost like the home away from home, and you can't really like storm studios anymore. It's like but getting into the Lorelei and doing that, like that's pretty cool. So I figured when he did that, like we had that, it's like, yeah, that's gonna play too, because Jim likes that. You're playing into what he likes, and it was funny. Like I thought Mark had good, like he also had like good rebuttals and good smack, and like the Syracuse stuff was super funny. And so it wasn't just, you can't just rely on from past experience. You can't just rely on a gimmick. You gotta have like good lines and stuff with it. So that's what Mark did. All the props to him. So I figured down the stretch, I was like, when I was scoring, I was like, all right, I think I had Mark like 1 and 2. I was like,
wow,
those are probably going to be, you know, my top 2 calls. And then I was like, maybe I'm third. And I liked Rick's call. And I was like, maybe V and the thing like jumps in up there. And the one thing about Brad, I didn't have him slotted that high, but I've done this enough to know that like every time I think Brad's call was not that good, and then it'll literally like win or place really high, and I go back and listen, like, oh yeah, they got it right. That was a good call. So I don't. It's impossible for me to say like Brad's call sucked. I didn't think it should be third, because every time I say that, I go back and listen. I'm like, oh, I was wrong. So I'm sure his call was good. I just had to go back and listen to it, right? So.
Hey, dude, you are part of jungle history from here on out. Smackoff history. Rome literally said, or says now before the Smackoff, you cannot storm the studio or you'll be disqualified. That's you, bro. you have changed the rules of the Smackoff, and you know, no matter what, no one's gonna take nothing away from your 3 straps. The fact that you changed the rules of the jungle, that is hilarious, bro.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're seeing like gimmicks are starting to come back a little bit, like Caleb stuff, and then and they're like, all right, gimmicks come back, and like I don't know if I have the gear for that anymore.
Oh, you know what, Leff?
You know, but
speaking of that, that's why Stucknut picked you to win it, because they knew that the gimmicks were back.
You thought I had something in my sleeve?
Yeah, that's why you were the favorite.
No. Rich Flores won't returning my calls. I like them now. That's also sports takes.
That's also why you were at the top of the list. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I was like, hey, they don't say you can't storm the studio. They just say you get disqualified.
Yeah. No, that's true. I guess you can still storm it. You know. Hey, Leff. Because of folks like you, this show is gained traction and is doing pretty good, and I'm super proud of this show, obviously, and proud of that folks like you call it. Hang in there. Have a great day. You're still Leff. You still live in Laguna. You're still champ. Enjoy the hell out of your day. And I don't want to freak you out or nothing, but, you know, I really dig on your style and everything, bro. You know what I mean? And thank you so much for calling this show,
man,
bro.
Appreciate it. And thanks for doing this, because honestly, like, I don't know how many people are going to say this, but it is like stressful putting the call together, and it's very stressful like during the show. It's not the most enjoyable thing, but like being able to fuck around on here and then on Wisco and shit later, like that's like the carrot that like gets me through all that stuff. So thanks for doing it.
I was going to ask you real quick, Leff, like your calls, like you're like lightning through your calls. I mean, that's partially on purpose, but is some of that nerves? Because you're flying through those calls. You sound like some of those guys at the end of commercials that are trying to get all the disclaimers in there.
I know. Well, I talk fast normally, but I do like Mike DeTola did that. I kind of like his style.
Yeah.
To me, it's funny if you get like a joke off, and then you're like 2 lines down, and then someone's like, "Wait, I get it," but you're already like way past it. So if you say something like half inappropriate, it's almost too fast for them to like run you or feel it, and then people like, get it later. So it's like
nice,
kind of on that, and that's just I don't know. I like that. And I also like, I think I've done it the last few years, but hitting. I don't like sitting in and talking about one person for too long. I just like to get it, move on to the next people, and hit like as many people as I can. So
nice.
I don't know.
Nice.
Love it. That's what this is all about. Let's get him out of here. Thank you, Leff. Have a good one, brother.
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
So it's funny because we were going through a bunch of stuff, and I don't know when she tweeted this, but Marie said she had her top 5, but she wasn't able to get to it. Or sorry, her top 10. This is her top 10, and it's a legit tweet. I just don't know when she sent it in, and it says Mark in Boston, Brad in Corona, Benny in Wisco, Rick in Buffalo, Mark in Hollywood, Leff in Laguna, I for 80, V, Caleb, James, Amber and Drizzle. So her top 10's that's pretty solid. Damn close. That's pretty solid. So nicely done, Marie. Nicely done. When did you tweet that? I want to know when you tweeted. Hey, I want to
give a shout out to Bella B. What's up, Calgary? How you doing up there, Bella B? Give us a call.
Well, wait. She says switch 1 and 3. So she had Benny first, and then because she was there you go. She had Benny first, and then Brad and Corona, Mark in Boston. So Not too bad. She had 2 of the top 3, and then Mark and Hollywood, who was 2, she had at 5, so not bad. And then Rick at 4. She had Rick at 4, so she pretty well done there, lady.
I think she's promoting the use of cannabis. See, you know, it's the cannabis it's giving her all this mind power.
You think so? Eh? Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. You know, it's whatever's gonna work.
I want to hear from the clones. I want to hear from you. We got one. All right, let's hear them. Who or them or whoever. Bring them up. Who is it?
It's Dr. Dave, Chicago.
Dave, man, thanks for digging on my lips, bro. I saw that. I saw that chat you did earlier, something about my lips, Dave. Man, thanks for making me.
My man, you're a doctor. I know you're smart.
How you doing, Dave?
Not bad, not bad. It's not like I don't have a list either. I mean,
okay.
Geez,
okay.
We all have to make fun of ourselves.
Yeah.
It's healthy. It's healthy.
No, but you're a doctor. Did you scare me, man? When you start busting up on me, I'm thinking, oh my God, am I in trouble? Am I something wrong with me? But hey, man, what'd you think about the Smackoff, Dave?
I got memes for an entire week on TikTok because I don't like pineapple on pizza. I mean, come on, dude. So I with a few million people that probably saw that on Jeopardy's Twitter, I mean, or on Jeopardy's TikTok. I mean, like, it doesn't bother me. I don't give a shit.
Love it.
I mean, I do think some of these calls have brought up some interesting points. Like, well, you know, Larry said that he wished Brad had pulled it out. I'm sure a lot of people probably wish Albie pulls it out all the time, but that's, you know, that's just. I mean, I've been joking with Leff for a while that for years he needs to get me in some of his calls, and yeah, it's never going to happen. Even though as much as I, you know, give his company money, it doesn't really matter. So one of these years, maybe I'll get in.
Dave, keep going. Don't listen to me. Keep going. Go. It's your time. Go.
What? It's funny because like my patients always say like, "Oh, Dave, you should start doing some improv comedy." I'm like, well, hold your horses here. Maybe I'll get there one of these days. But I spend most of my time doing like Jeopardy prep for like other contestants now, not even for myself. I don't even listen to the show anymore, so it's okay. I don't have time.
It's Dr. Dave.
Like, in the middle of my patient schedule, I think the only day I usually can listen is Fridays because I'm off on Fridays and I'm usually golfing. So, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
That's what it is.
I love your lifestyle, bro.
You know, I always come out this time of year because you guys do a good job this time of year, and I do try to prop you guys up when I can. But I mean, I've been probably missing ever since Jim trashed me prior to my Jeopardy episode. So whatever it is, you know, I don't give a crap. But
it's all good in the hood, man.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my
awesome.
appearance.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's all freaking bad luck. I mean, I get one of the probably 10 best players of all time, and you know, I go out of the gate and try to light his ass up, and you know, it is what it is. Whatever. One of the, I think I'm at the point where I think I've given up like on trying to get on the jungle anymore because I know that Vic will trash me, whatever. You know, it is what it is.
It is what it is, bro. It's a fun day.
I wasn't too sad to see him run, but I mean, considering how long his call was and then he got run, I mean, why the fuck didn't he run Jeff then? I mean, like that was Jaws worthy. That dragged on 5 minutes too long.
And to let it go 4.5 minutes. And then don't let him finish. And like you said, let Jeff say Jim 55 billion times and let him finish. And that call had no substance to it, basically. At least Leff was, you know, getting into something, you know, with the Goodfellas thing. But I agree. It shocked me that they ran him at 426 and let the other ones go. That kind of freaked me out a little bit, you know, like. I was confused for a second.
Yeah, I missed some of the intricacies of Benny's call because I was in line at the cashier getting chips while I was playing at poker at the casino. So I only got to hear a little bit of it. So I guess I have to go back and listen. But yeah, Jeff was just, oh my God, that was just so fucking annoying. That was probably the worst call outside of DAs in maybe the last 10 years.
Yeah. Oh God. And when Chael started running his mouth too. Yeah. But you know, I mean, at some point in time, you got to just cut the cord with Jeff. You know, in my opinion, you know, just cut the cord. I mean, you know, whatever. We all know what he's going to say.
Good inflection with his voice. Like Jeff is just, it's like, he needs a fucking voice teacher. It's like, and this is coming from a guy who took voice lessons from opera PhD students in college. So Jeff really needs some public speaking ability to talk to him. And this is coming from a guy with a lisp who fumbles his calls all the time on fucking purpose. But whatever. I don't know how much advice he would take from me, anyways. I absolutely love to hear from Dr. Dave. Dude, you make this show better. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry you're not playing golf. The course is still there, Dave. You know, thank you for taking your golf time. You know, the course is there. Have you actually seen Chicago's air this week?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
My hand on my face.
So,
that sucks, dude.
Dave, I'm going to be back in Chicago. I think
die on the golf course.
I'm going to be back in Chicago. I think in November. So we'll see if we can hook up.
Definitely, guys.
And blame Hedstrom. Blame Hedstrom and all that air quality, bro. Blame Hedstrom. He's from Canada, man. They don't know how to. They don't know how to.
1,000 miles away from me, Pool Doc. I don't know.
That's right. That's not that far, Canada. All right, Dave. They're going to run you, but thank you so much for calling our show, Dave. Appreciate
it.
You a lot.
Thanks for your patience.
And
no,
later, guys.
No pun
Enjoy
intended.
Your golf.
No pun intended.
Enjoy your golf.
No. You don't like
Plain CACA. Caca.
Not a very good call.
Man, we're fixing to deal with the African dust storms or some shit. So yeah, we know about this.
African dust storms.
Yeah,
please,
Sahara.
Please do explain. Yeah.
What
are they crossing? Are they crossing the Atlantic or something? What the hell's that all about?
No, literally they do.
Shit! It took my wife and I like 5 days to cross the Atlantic back in April when we.
It started about a month ago.
Last fall. Yeah.
It started about a month ago, Hedstrom. But when they show up, here, it turns the whole fucking place like a smoky, and you can smell the shit. We deal with it every year.
One of my colleagues was just in Africa. He's on a safari, so that's why I had to. I was working so much the last little while. I was working for him, and awesome time there. Speaking of which, Hedstrom vacation season is coming up soon. Just so you know.
All right, cool.
Horse is gonna love that. So, what do you got, Steve?
Hold on. I got a picture. Who is this from, babe? Hold on.
We can't see that.
Hold on. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we can.
Hold it a little closer. Hold a little closer. There you go. Another
haunted
one.
Haunted horse and Amber. I guess this got to be in Portland, Oregon. Awesome. Y'all give us a call. Horse is there.
Yeah, Horse.
All right.
Horse is. I've been in contact with Horse. He's a little bit out, so we might be able to get him on in a little bit if we're still around.
Have him give Amber a message from us saying that she had a great freaking call. And if she wants to call us, I'd love to talk to Amber. But, yeah, if y'all send pictures out, we catch them, I'll put them up here. All right.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing. Amber might not be available, so but she might be able to do wood scopes later on. So we'll try to effort her. Horse has been trying to effort Amber for us, but I think she may be going on wood scopes later on.
Beautiful. As long as she gets the word out. That's all that matters.
Okay, what do you got, Steve?
Bulldog.
Yes.
I want you to guess who this is going to be. A 10-time Smackoff participant. Finished in the top 10 once, and that was a 9th place finish. Is it ringing the bell at all?
No.
He bumps around on a car phone.
Jeff, I know it is.
All right, cool. Here we go.
Jeff, get Jeff in here. I hadn't talked to Jeff in a long time. Jeff, what's going on, brother?
Billy! Dude, what's up?
So long. How you been, dude? Where you been? Where you hiding out at?
I'm good, man. What's shaking?
Nothing. The Smackoff shaking. Did you get a chance to listen? What you thought, man? First of all, it's good to hear your voice, brother. But
I
I missed the first hour. Yeah, that's good to talk to you, man. I missed the first hour. I'll probably go back and listen to it. I have a couple of. Oh, by the way, let's get this correct. I've been run from the Smackoff 4 times, and I was also run from the Smackoff on a mobile. So no one will ever touch that. I'm DiMaggio.
Noted.
But all right, so here's one of the conclusions I've drawn. I don't think Cablinasian's ever going to have another shot at winning. I mean, he'll end up being top 5, whatever, top 10. And I think part of the reason is because of the Smackoff on the mobile. I think there was, I think Rome is one of those guys who's he stays in his feelings for a very, very long time. And you know, look, that's what happens when you're 5'7". But anyhow, so I guys, I do have a confession to make. Okay. And it has nothing to do with this being the second to last day of Pride Month, because I am straight. But I am fake Rex in the ABQ. So.
Is that you?
There you have it.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, no, I figured I will listen to Rex's calls on the take box. His old calls, and I guess he hasn't called in a few years.
Right.
And this was kind of like, you know, I love that dude. I'm going to come in with fake Rex smack and, you know, just try and come up with as much vile duty related, you know, stuff. And also the other day when I called and I award, you know, Greg in Vegas having Alex and Doherty's flying legs as his
that was
wallpaper.
a great line. That was a fantastic line. I was at work and I literally had to stop what I was doing because I was afraid I was gonna like run into something or injure myself.
Yeah, no, it was. I had to do that because I don't think Greg has called in like close to 13 years. Yeah, and I think Rome really resents him, and quite frankly, Greg should have a couple of Smackoff wins under his belt, and that, of course, is why he won 2 Smackoffs on a mobile. That was to kind of rectify that. But yeah, I stay in contact with the dude. In fact, probably about 6 months ago, I had breakfast with him when he was passing through Phoenix, and he's a cool dude. And I'm also a participant in a group text with him and some other guys, and part of being in that group text is we have a celebrity death pool.
Of course you do.
I'm currently in 4th place.
Of course you do.
Yeah. So, and of course, Greg's in 1st place right now, and
of course he is.
So anyway, yeah, I mean, the Smackoff, for what I heard, was pretty damn good. And you know, the only thing that was weird was I thought Brad and Corona's that phone thing, I thought it was a bit. It almost sounded like
it did.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Dial up. So anyway,
he came on. He came on this show and said it wasn't a bit, and that his staff was looking at his phone records or something and said everything was fine. But that I don't, you know, that's just what he told us. But hey, Jeff, you know, these guys are going to run you. Don't be such a stranger, bro. I know that Steve, you were looking for my. You wanted to email me something? We'll figure out our digits, and I'd like to stay in touch with you because I've always dug you. You've always been a good friend of mine, man. So don't be a stranger, bro. These guys are gonna run you though.
I sent Steve an email to send to you to get my, so you can get my email, and then we can contact each other that way. And of course, I'm gonna get run, dude. I'm Jeff on the car in Phoenix.
Jeff,
you know, in the jungle.
Hey, Jeff, I'm going to give you my email. I'm going to give it publicly because it's my email. Who cares? My email is so simple. It's pooldoc@hotmail.com. Pooldoc@hotmail.com. Email me. I want to get something started with you, brother. All right?
All right. Well, I hope none of these lady callers or jungle slags or skanks use that to send you nudies, because that's just not right.
Well, they're going to be sending them to my wife too, so that's so whatever. But anyway, they're fixing to run you, brother. Poldock at Hot Mill. All right.
Love it.
Let's get something started. All right, late brother. Good talking to you. Don't be a stranger. See ya.
No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
All right, Smackoff 29. God, well, are we already into the second hour? Or we're past the second hour, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's going by quick. It's going by. I want to hear from the clones. All right? This is what this is for. Oh, breaking news. Had some breaking news. Breaking news.
We take you now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
The accounting firm software of Anderson, Smith and Crony have come up with a Smackoff 29 trifecta winner. We actually have a winner. We have tabulated all the odds. Now this is the one I have.
Wait a second. When did Crony become a partner?
You didn't hear?
I thought it was Cronny.
No, yeah,
Cron?
they fired that dude.
Okay.
He was stealing.
Gotcha.
He was stealing
All right.
from the accounting firm.
All right.
He was that Cronny dude. That motherfucker was yeah. I'm glad he's gone, and he always fucked it up. But this time, Crony, he's in it, man.
Gotcha.
This
Okay,
dude,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to give it right now. I still need to make sure that the envelope is sealed, and they're doing all right now. We have it looks like it's pretty much we have a winner.
Pull dork.
We have thank you. We have a total of 4 shirts in play. So I'm going to give. Do I have time right now to give away a couple of shirts?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, my first shirt is going to go to 512 Lumber for the Gibson mark. All right, that's the only one I'm going to give right now. I haven't even looked around because I had to do that, but I do have a tally. All right, here we are. We have all 29. Let's see. Last night we had Marie was going to get in with a Jeremy call. That didn't happen. So Marie's still on the fence. Tyler might need one. Right now I've got one going to 512 Lumber. Oh, and of course, Mark in Boston's get one too, for sure. We had 3 people that picked Mark in Boston. Hey, more analytics. Edstrom from the trifecta.
There you go.
3 people that picked Mark in Boston. Who are they?
That was Pool Doc. That was Mark in Boston. That was Bernie.
Those are the only 3 that picked it. Who did Steve pick? Go ahead, keep on the mic, bro.
That.
Leff, Mike, and Indy, and Vic.
Not even close, bro.
That was horrible. One got run, one didn't call.
Love it. Oh, dude. So yeah, we got our first 2 shirts. We have one going to Mark, one going to 512 Lumber, one going to the winner, and one going to someone that I decide that maybe I'll figure that out here in the next 10-15 minutes. If you've been chat happy, if you've been on this chat, if you followed us from the beginning, if you were here last night, you're probably gonna get a shirt from me. All right, but right now I'm gonna hold off on the winner. But do we have another call? Or he's on the phone. So after this call, let's go ahead and give out the next shirt to the actual winner of our trifecta contest. What were the how did you come up with this? Go ahead and get on the mic. How'd you come up with this?
Okay, so you had picked Mark in Boston, Vic, and Brad.
Okay.
So you're out of it because one of your guys didn't make it.
Damn
Vic,
it.
Vic didn't make it. Mark in Boston, he picked, let's see, obviously Mark in Boston. He picked Leff and Caleb, which is 1st, 6th, and 8th.
Okay.
All right. Bernie picked Mark in Boston, Benny, and Brad, which gives him 1st, 3rd, and 10th. So I basically just added those numbers, and Bernie had a 14, and Mark in Boston had a 15, and Mark is already getting a shirt anyway.
So I guess you're saying the winner of our trifecta contest is, what'd you say, babe?
Bernie Trap Fan.
Bernie, baby. Bernie, you want it. The dude that we saw at Kit, Steve, that was wearing a Haunted Horse shirt is now going to be sporting a Stucknut Radio T-shirt. It's going to look just like this one. And I got one more to give away. So we've got one for Mark. Write these down. One for Mark, one for 512, one for Bernie. All right, very good. I got one more to get away. One more. That's so awesome. So awesome. Steve, who do we got? That's great. I love that.
All right, let's go to Pearland real quick.
Oh, the boatman? Boatie.
Yo, what's up? Hold on a second. I just got off work. Y'all hear me?
Why? Of course he can hear you. Why does he make me laugh as soon as he starts
Well,
talking? Why does the boatman make... I can't do this. Someone's going to have to do this. Boatie.
Hey, what's up?
What's up,
Damn.
dog? Damn. Boatie, why do you crack me up as soon as I hear your voice? What are you doing?
Dude, I got to keep in touch with y'all. Last time, you son bitch, you told me you wasn't ever doing the radio show and you was giving it up, and now you fuckers got a goddamn radio show and YouTube and everything. God damn, y'all catching up to technology now.
I've never told you I wasn't doing a radio show, boatman. The fuck you talking about?
What? You told me about 4 years ago. You
No,
sound like
4
you-
years ago.
But Cliff, you like, oh, you can go to the show no more.
What? What? Okay, I can't. Someone, Boatie, I love Boatie. Boatie and I were partners on the Boatie Pearland show. We interviewed Travis Rogers. Boatie, we have.
Yeah.
We have history, boatman. What'd you think of the Smackoff? I can't. You're not gonna let me.
Fuck. Remember we ran Josh in his fat ass out of town?
You remember when we were at that place and you were singing the smack up the fucking blues song? What was it called? The Mole Face Blues. And that lady was like, "You tell him, Boatie. Tell him, Boatie. Yeah, Boatie." Boatman. Oh my God! Stop.
Hey, man, I tell you what, I lived a charmed fucking life. I performed at a dive bar, performed at the fucking House of Blues, been in a fucking motion picture. Now I'm fucking doing porn, so everything's fucking awesome.
Bodie's fucking for a living now. That's so awesome. You were on Charmed? You were on Charmed? Like with Piper?
Ah, fuck no. I was on Machete. You know fucking
Oh, yeah,
Trail.
Machete. You were the first one to get whacked. Weren't you the first one to take a machete to your
dude,
head?
I'm over here in fucking Texas getting more acting jobs than that dumb some bitch Mark in Hollywood. I fucking got on the trailer and everything.
God. Boatman, why don't we do a show together? I would love to do a show. I can't believe I told you I was not doing the right. I would love to do a show with you. The problem with me doing a show with you, Boatie, is that I can't get a word in because my eyes are crying because as soon as I hear your voice, I laugh because you're too fucking funny, bro. Oh my God.
Man,
What'd you think of the Smackoff?
I missed the fuck out of y'all, man.
What'd you think of the
I've been
Smackoff?
trying to save the world and getting into every fucking thing. Now I'm just like, fucking, I'm tired of saving the world. I'm going to have me some fucking fun, get back on the radio and shit.
Do it. What did you think of the Smackoff? That's what we're doing today. At least give me something. Did you hear it?
Dude, I thought I Freddy had a good call. It was either between I Freddy and I missed Mark and Boston's call, so I thought it was between him and Caleb. But then after the fact, I heard Mark and Boston's call, and I knew that was a winning call. And fucking that Chat GPT shit, man, that's almost cheating, man, because that's gonna. Mark ain't ever getting a fucking job writing again. They're serious.
No, it's done, eh?
Serious. That fucking Chat PT, a lot of fucking lawyers, they're gonna lose their fucking jobs too.
Really? It's that serious?
That's where I've been, Bubba. I've been fucking. You know, rednecks are some fucking high tech motherfuckers. I've been in high tech the past 3 years, getting into every fucking high tech thing.
Wow.
But my fucking it's too bad. You hear how much I'm cussing right now? I had a TikTok page and I had me a fucking little thing going called Geronimo Millhouse, Texas. There's a character I made up and told stories about Texas. And I don't even know if y'all saw the motherfuckers, but some funny shit, man. I got to send it to them.
Send me
I got
something.
banned off TikTok.
Send me something. I want to see it. Hey, Boatman.
A picture of my new I'll send you a picture of my porno flyer, and then I'll send you some TikTok stuff.
I could do without the porn. Okay, I could do without the porn, but
It's just a header. It's a top cut, Pops. You see how jacked I am.
Okay, Boatie, they're gonna run you. Stay in touch. You have my number.
Oh,
Why don't
hey,
you?
I'm gonna be on Wisco. She invited me a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
So I'll probably be on there tonight.
I'm gonna be listening to that show.
Y'all some bitches. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Later, you some bitch. Later.
That's not a good call. No. Oh my God. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
I can't do too many more Boatman interviews. The one thing about that dude, is as soon as I hear his voice, Hedstrom, how you doing, you son of a bitch? And I'm out here fucking saving the world. Goddamn bullshit. Oh my God. Boatie in Pearland, Texas. Dear God. Jesus. All right, we're going back. Oh, so Bernie. Hey, you guys out there in L.A., tell Bernie to give us a call.
Steve, we got a participant trying to call in right now, so keep the phone line open if you can.
All right, very good. Hey, you guys let Bernie know we want a shirt. Steve, we got to make these shirts. I already talked to you about this. All right, Steve, are we going somewhere?
We're gonna like. It's not where Hedstrom thinks so.
Oh, okay.
We're going to Canada. To Bella
We're going-
Beach.
Okay.
Hey, Bella, what's going on, girl? What you think about Smackoff?
Hello, cool dog. Hey, Steve. And Hedstrom.
Hello.
Happy
Howdy.
day, everyone. Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you perfect. What'd you think about Smackoff, Bella?
You know what? I loved it. I think it was like probably the best one in a decade. Eh? It was amazing.
You know, I saw your setup that you posted earlier that you were going from coffee to something a little bit stiffer, man. I dig. It's so cool because I know how long you've been around. I know you used to listen to my rock show when you worked overnights. You know, I know you've been around forever, and I really appreciate you coming in and talking to us. But what made this one so good, Bella? What made it so good?
You know, well, it was just the energy right off the start. Mark in Hollywood. I actually thought he was going to win it.
Mm-hmm.
My trick for winning before listening was Brad, Rick, because I really wanted to get one. And then Mark. I thought Mark is so creative. I mean, he's a writer. He's successful. Make fun of him all you want. He is successful. And I don't know. I kind of felt bad for Brad because those little beeps that I kept hearing, I thought, is this his phone? Is it CBS?
Right.
But I don't know. I even like Leff. Leff had a... I'm not calling for that. I want to know, Stucknut, who won the NFL pool?
You know what? I have no idea because I was
Your site crashed.
never able to recover that data. The assholes at
Oh.
the hosting company did not make any reset backups like they're supposed to, and they weren't able to recover what we had. So I don't have any of that information. So we'll just say
Well,
that
that's
I
awesome.
won.
I won then.
Sure.
I was going to say I won.
All right. Well, yeah, Pool Dog, you're smoking back to back to back to back.
Thanks for following me on the show. I appreciate you, girl. That's all right. I haven't had one. I'm not going to smoke another one because of you. I don't want to turn you off, man. All right. But hey, Bella.
Awesome. Thank you for taking my call, guys. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
of course. Real quick, what did you think about? Now you've heard a lot of Smackoffs, and I know that you said this one the best thing. Don't you agree that Mark in Hollywood set the stage and set a bar that if you weren't going to get there? And I have another question for you. What did you think about Bick getting run? I want to hear your take on those two callers, please.
Wow. First of all, I think the reason Mark in Hollywood set the tone, right? That's what made it so great. And I had him pegged first for about the first hour.
Okay.
And then who called next? It was Rick in the last hour. And then when it was Rick, and then it was Leff, and it was Brad, I thought, holy shit, this is the best Smackoff. And I've been a clone since 2001. And I thought, this is the best one I've actually heard. This is an amazing... I didn't think Mark won it, but I actually thought it would be Brad or Mark and Hollywood.
Okay.
And then Vic getting
Yes.
run, even though he's that stupid Bella's cat, which is
Yeah,
stupid
he
as
is.
hell.
Yeah.
Not as bad as dog, but still stupid. I don't know. I liked it because I love Goodfellas, and I
Me
thought
too.
it was kind of a Ray Liotta who died last year.
I didn't.
Ray Liotta's in that, and he died. So
Hey, Bella, I didn't figure out.
I
Hey,
liked
Bella.
her.
Hey, Bella, I didn't figure out it was Goodfellas until it was a little too late. I don't know. It never clicked to me what he was doing. Then when I saw what he was doing or heard what I was doing, I thought it was genius. And then at that point he got run, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, what the fuck happened? Why'd they run him?
Yeah.
They let the fucking dog go. They let fucking Jeff and Richmond go. Why'd you run this dude? You know,
Hold up. Check the
doesn't-
game page. I tweeted that. I tweeted, why did you run Vic and not that fucking dog?
Yeah.
That dog is so.
You know,
Honest
and
to God, it's embarrassing. That dog is on.
Hey, Bella, you may not agree with Vic or with the stupid fucking cat or whatever, all that bullshit, but you and it seems like the most of the old school callers that I've been talking to today, it seems like most of us were thinking, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why let the dog go and why let Jeff go? And then you run some dude for doing something that we've never heard in the Smackoff before. He was going out of the box and you run him. That's the only thing that's freaking me out on that one, man. And I appreciate you calling and talking to us.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. All right, guess where I'm going right now? Take a
Where?
guess.
You're going to a lake of some sort.
The airport.
No. I bought a fish on Wednesday, and he died on Thursday.
No, you're going to go get another fish.
Take a fish back. Touch the water. It's a sad day in Calgary.
Dude, treat him for ick, man. I bought a fish from a fish store here in town, and then that motherfucker jumped in my tank and gave everybody ick. So keep an eye on ick, Bella. Bella, go get your fish. Love that. Love that you called. They're running you, Bella. Thank you. Have a great one. Give us a picture of your fish.
You don't like that color. I don't like that color.
I would have never guessed that in 1,000 years. I'm glad you all are all excited about me smoking 3 cigarettes on the show today in 2.5 hours. Thanks for being so concerned with what I'm doing.
Yeah,
And
apparently with me being outside working yesterday and the day before, I smoked the equivalent of like 8 packs or something. I don't know what it
That's
was.
just fucking working than me.
Right?
They ain't giving you shit.
Right?
Great. Janice is great
probably,
call, Bella.
Probably sound like Scott Farrell. And oh, by the way, Caleb tweeted that actually was Scott Farrell on his
said,
call.
Thanks for
Yeah.
helping him.
He tweeted that out.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm getting a lot of love for my chain smoking and the heaters. And I think Marie's trying to get a shirt, man. Marie's getting close to winning my heart and getting a shirt because she said smoke them if you got them. I'm not going to smoke what brand of lung darts you hub pull dog. All right, if you guys want to know, this is what it is. All right, those are them. I don't
Marlboro
know.
Gold, what are they? Marlboro Gold or Select?
Special Select, bro.
Special Select. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? I mean,
Nothing.
you hear everybody talking about Marlboro Reds. Like, what's the difference between the red? I know the green one is what the menthol one.
Yeah, I don't do menthol.
Okay,
bro.
you don't do menthols.
You want to know what the difference is?
What is the difference? Please tell us.
$2.50. Okay, all right, and it's
All
not
right.
Pall Mall. All right.
Right.
So anyway, I love the fact that you guys are on me for smoking.
Nice.
I'm a
love the pool dog.
56-year-old man.
Yeah.
All right. I don't ask you all for a dime. I don't ask you to buy my cigarettes, Hedstrom. I don't ask nobody for nothing.
No.
I buy my own beer. I buy my own. I own my own house. I own my own land. I don't ask for nothing. But I love the fact that my having 3 cigarettes in 2.5 hours is
Okay.
Is
breaking news, Bulldog, real quick
Okay,
before we go to the. Okay.
We take you now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
These nuts in your mouth, says I gave up smoking on Dong Day.
Happy Dong Day.
There you go. All right, Steve, what do you got?
These nuts.
Let's go to the phones. Go to line 6.
Line 6.
James in Portland.
James, baby. James, what's up, dog? How you doing?
What's up? Is this good? Is this Swollen Member Radio? What's up, boys?
It's throbbing, bro. Throb and get your dong day right, bro. Dong day right. I loved your call, James.
What a day. That what's that? Sorry.
I loved your call. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. It was fun. I will say, I personally had Leff winning this one today, but props to Mark. That was badass. And, I mean, the dude went to the Lorelei. I mean, hello.
Yeah, in a cow suit. James, not only did he show up to the Lorelei in like a hostile environment, okay? It'd be like you going there, and you talking all this shit and everything, and you showing up. But then the dude shows up in a fucking fat cow suit of all fucking things, James.
Then nobody even noticed him.
They didn't even notice him. He thought he was just part of the crowd.
Hey, he just fit right in. Yeah.
He's just like, oh, that's just Joe.
No, that was badass though, man. And again, Brad, I think got a little more thrown under the bus than he had to be because his call was money too. So, but I learned something this year, boys. I'll tell you what, I had no idea. See Marco and Laura. I mean, people take this some serious stuff, man. I'm learning that as I'm in my second year doing this, So props to those guys. I had to make my kids breakfast and run downstairs and put some final notes down, dude.
Dude,
but it was badass.
You make the show better. I've been doing a post Smackoff show for 14 or 15 years now, nonstop. And I've watched this grow, and I've watched this, and folks like you need to come in. We need new blood. We need new blood. You need to keep pushing the bar like you do, bro. You need to keep pushing that bar, man, because this is what the jungle needs.
Yeah, that line, I wasn't sure if they were going to run me on the open-faced roast beef stand, which was funny to see Rome's face. I watched the video, and he was like, whoa, where's this thing going? So, and then the point, that's my new
that was my
in and
favorite
out,
too.
but.
Was that on the fly, James? Was that on the fly?
Did you guys have Mark? Did you guys have Mark winning this thing? Start with, how about Bacon Man, dude? What's up, Bacon Man?
Hey, what's up? No, I definitely had you. We were having a little side conversation, but I definitely had you in the top 10 for sure. It's all fucked up, dude. The whole thing is all fucked up, and they knew it as soon as they were announcing the winners. So yeah, but I definitely had you in the top 10 for sure. I had you placing.
Who did you have winning it? Just out of curiosity, I had Leff winning it. I don't know why, but I know why, but I don't know why you got such a bad.
You know why?
You got like
Because he was the
7th or
favorite.
something. Yeah, I know.
That was
But-
6.
After hearing the calls and then just like kind of mulling through it while we were trying to get this shit together, I actually thought they were going to give it to Rick at the end. I thought that Rick was I thought it was because I didn't see it was either Rick or Mark. It was almost like it was going to be a bit of a, I don't know, because he said controversy, and a lot of people have said that, oh, you're going to give it to Rick next time, right? So it was either going to be that, or it was going to be, oh, you gave it to Mark because he went first, and that's kind of gimmicky on their part. So I thought it was Rick, and if it wasn't Rick, I thought it was going to be Mark and Hollywood.
Yeah. Steve-O, who did you have, brother?
I had you, man.
Shit. Yeah, right.
No, I thought Mark and Hollywood was going to wire it.
Cut the shit.
After that, I did like Mark and Boston. I was a little disappointed that Vic got run as well. I wanted to see him finish that because the payoff was probably going to be like epic, but now we'll never know.
Who cares, Steve?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Doc, did you have Mark? I thought you said you had Mark. So I just heard that wrong.
I picked Mark in Boston last night on the Trifecta show that we did. We're giving away a T-shirt to the winner, which is Bernard. But as I was listening to the show, but Mark in Hollywood, I thought he was going wire to wire until I heard Rick in Buffalo, and then I thought Rick in Buffalo was going to take him.
Pool door.
And then Mark in Boston. So I really was. I was confused after Vic, man. I was still freaking out on Vic for him getting run. So I was, and then we were doing a lot of shit on here to try to get the show ready. But so I had for sure I had Mark in Hollywood, and then Rick, and then Mark in Boston. Anyway,
Yeah.
But dude, what a fun day! What a fun day, James. You know, I mean, it's cool that you're in it, dude. Like after 2 years, dude.
Badass, dude. That was so, dude. That destroyed last year's Smackoff. Destroyed it in my opinion.
After 2 years, you're a staple, bro. You're a staple in the Smackoff after 2 years, James. That is something that you need to be real proud of, dude. It's just clones, man. Take a shot, baby.
James, were you like? Okay, everybody sort of wants to know. Were you gripping about getting the golden ticket back? Like, give us some inside baseball here.
No, dude, I was just messing with everyone, trying to make a little. Because look, you know, I do this like for fun. Like Mark deserved that win. That was, you know, and he did it right. And to give you just a little secret of today, boys, I called in 5 minutes before the show and asked, could I go first, thinking nobody would want to go first. Plus, I literally had to take care of some family stuff this morning. So anyway, long story short was Chuck goes, no, alas, you know, he says it's alas, a long time and a past winner called in and asked to go first. And it was Mark. So I couldn't get on first. So I would have liked to have gone like later, because then you can obviously, like, you know, Mark and Brad and Leff, you know, they're pros because they talk about the Smackoff, you know, they rip on what was already been said and shit. So it's a huge advantage, but no, I tried to go on first, Mark. And you know, kudos to Mark, obviously put a ton of time into that. So I didn't like it myself, but yeah, no, like I said, you guys put a lot of time.
I love the way you open up your calls with Jimmy and Alvy. I love the way you put the and Alvy in. It's just classic. Like, everybody loves the way you say Jim's name, but it's just that and Alvy. It's classic, dude. It's classic.
Yeah. Like, and I appreciate your question, because I'm not gonna lie, I knew I was messing with the show, but I mean, I was using, you know, I had to come up with quite a bit more material, a little more than I thought, to be honest. Jim was kind of messing with me too, but you know, they do that too, so you call more, right? I think sometimes, but yeah,
absolutely.
You know, I kind of had a little plan. Yeah.
Love it, James in Portland.
You know, I thought too. By the way, someone said, I don't know which one. I thought Rick was probably going to get it when they came down to the final three.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but Jimmy has been, you know, pimping out Mark in Boston recently. And you guys probably noticed that more than I have, but he's been talking quite a bit about him and giving him some props. So, and he deserved it.
Hey,
but
brother.
He likes people that stays active all year. And Mark, you know, chimes in. He tweets and he calls it every once in a while. So he always gives a little more leeway for those guys and a little more respect.
Yeah, no. But no, again, you know, props to you guys for pimping the show out. That was fun as hell. It's always nice too. It's summer, so you know, I kind of got to run, dudes. I'm on the road right now, but
don't worry.
One last question, though. One last question. What did you make your kids for breakfast? What did you make your kids for breakfast this morning?
I made eggs and bacon and cut up strawberries.
Of course, there was bacon in there. Thank you, sir. You're the best. You're the best. You're top 5 next year, easy. Top 5, easy next year.
And speaking of running,
you know, I was a little, you know, again, I got notes that I got to put together, and yeah, it was crazy times just because of kids getting older and stuff. But whatever, it was badass. Props again to Mark. Props to the field. Again, I'll end it. I thought Leff had it. Brad made me laugh like he always does. Dick, I was shocked. Benny, who I like, he was obsessed with Dahmer for some fucking reason. And and Caleb, I don't know what that was. I think he blew his load on Jeff and Richmond earlier in the week, right? But anyway, happy summer, boys. Have one for me. Take a shot. Pool docs, rip one down for me, bro, and take care, boys.
Done. Run him late.
Oh, hit a double one there.
You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
All right. We're on final call here, people.
Oh, really? Oh, God, this is fun. This is great.
No,
you're going to take one more call? We're done?
Well, all right. It's just I put out the final call because nobody else. I've got nothing on the board. I don't know if anybody's. Steve's efforting a little bit there still, so I'm just letting people know that we have some time if you want to get in. We
We can go to the top of the hour for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that we need to end it. I'm just saying I've got nothing right now, and if I got to sit here with my thumb up my ass, I'm gonna end it myself because I've got another show to do in let's see, under 5 hours. So, but that's just me.
Let's just go to the top of the hour then. What time?
No,
is it
no,
now,
no.
Victor?
We could go another 2 hours for all I care. I was just joking. I just don't have anything else.
Who do you got, Steve? Oh, I guess it's just you and I right now.
Yeah, no,
All
it's
right.
cool. No, so what, like in the top 10? In all seriousness, no, I think James was in the top 10. I thought V's call was decent, but I liked James's call better. That's just myself. I wasn't all that thrilled with Iafredi's call. I thought it was the same old. And I don't know. It's just like there were a couple of calls where I kind of just zoned out a little bit, and it just seemed like stuff was just typical. I mean, yeah, of course, Jeff and Richmond sounded pretty typical. I don't know, but we did mention it before, and some other people had mentioned it, and they've mentioned it in chat. I think that Amber did a very reasonable job, and
Me too.
We were talking about possibly trying to get her on. Again, she will be on Woodscopes later on. At least that's the information that I'm getting. So I would like to hear what she has to say about her first experience. So that'll be cool. What do you got, Steve?
All right, you remember how we went to the gang in L.A. and they passed the phone around?
Right.
Well, we cut them off a little short because I got Pauly on the phone. He didn't get a chance to...
Nice, yeah.
So you up, get in.
Hey, guys.
What's up, Pauly?
Hey, what's happening, man?
How's the party, bro? How y'all doing over there? Everybody kicking it? Everybody good?
It's good. We just said goodbye to Nola Girl. She's leaving right now. Nola Girl, we love you. She's on her way out.
Later,
She's on her way
Tracy.
back to- so, hey, she's out. She's just leaving right now physically as we are speaking. But hey, for the most part, man, we're having a blast out here. We're just keeping it real. Sunshine is great right now. We're hanging out at fucking Matt and Allie's
trailer
abode right here. Yeah, it's fucking bomb, man. So we're doing all right, man. We're doing
Beautiful.
good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Smackoff, Pauly?
I thought the Smackoff was great, man. I wanted to hear the final call of who was it? The fucking Dan. What was his name? No. Not Leff.
Mark in Boston.
Mark
in Boston.
No.
Iafredi?
No, man, his mind just. No, his name just left my mind.
Jay Moore.
What the fuck? NoCal Big. Yeah, I was like bummed out about it, man. My bad, y'all. Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it.
Because due to alcoholism. But hey, man, I wanted to hear the rest of his fucking call, man. I thought it was fucking phenomenal. And I like where he was going with that call. I got it. I got the song in the background. I was like, oh, okay, I know where he's going with this.
Flabbergasted.
Of the whole show, dude. Other than that, everything was good. And Paul's dog could choke on a dog dick and a bone. And yeah, if he doesn't call anymore, that's fine. At least get up to the show going. But for the most part, it was great, dude. Other than Paul's dog and Vic and NoCal's call getting cut short, I thought everything was fucking phenomenal, bro.
And you guys had a decent lineup there. I think you had 8 out of the top 10 picked there.
Yeah.
From what Ryan tweeted and posted there, yeah, that's pretty good. So, was there anybody?
right.
Was there anybody there that you hadn't met before that you were glad to meet, or that you weren't glad to meet?
Yeah, it actually was.
Yeah?
Super Dave. Super Dave was there in the house. It
Yeah,
looked like
Dave
fucking
looks
Floyd
like Dave looks like a cool
So
dude.
we had a
Yeah,
bunch of pictures and shit. It was great, man. Yeah, Super Dave was fucking bomb.
Nice.
He was talking about horse racing, and he looks like fucking Floyd Mayweather, and we had a blast, man. So we picked his brain and call us up for the next horse race, and we got all the inside, man.
Nice,
we got
nice.
all the inside.
and dude's a
Super Dave
metalhead
was
too. He's a metalhead. I love it. He's wearing a Dio shirt. That was killer, man.
Yeah, deal. When you walked in, he was like, I was like, what's up with the deal? And he just gave me like the fucking shaka, and I was like, nice, bro. But yeah, man, he was cool, man. He talked a lot about horse racing, and I was surprised to his knowledge about the horse racing. So we got a planned trip coming up, and we're all on board, man. So we'll see you there.
Beautiful, beautiful. For anybody that has never either met Pauly or talked to Pauly or anything, I got to tell you guys, I've gotten to know Pauly in the last couple of years, and this is one of the coolest, most down-to-earth family men. Dude is just quality human. Great guy. Great guy.
I drank a beer with this dude and his wife.
Yes.
Me and Janet
We
did
have
at
met him.
Kids.
Yep.
We met him, yeah.
Yeah, great guy.
You blush.
Hey, you keep that.
I disagree.
And after saying that, we're going to run you, Pauly.
Hey, Pauly, real quick before we run you, don't let anybody fuck with Matt's house. Y'all get out of there with dignity. Don't make sure everything's cool. Respect the man's property. Y'all, get out of there so y'all can do it again. Thank you so much for calling our show, Pauly. Much love to you and your wife and your family. And it's all good with us. Make sure everybody gets out of there, right and gets out of there straight, brother. All right? I'm putting that on you, bro. I know who you are.
I just want to say you guys are doing an awesome job, and I got one thing to say to you guys, man, because you guys keep it real. Go fuck yourselves.
No, you don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
I'm very close to giving away my last shirt. I'm very close. Very, very close. I think I might do it now while Steve's on the phone. I think I'm going to give it to Marie. I'm going to give it to Marie. She's been with us. She was here all of last night. She participated. She's been here since the beginning. She has contributed on this chat. I've not been able to look at that chat and her not contribute to the show. She called the show. I'm going to get her, and we were talking about last night. You sending me a hat. You're getting a shirt, girl. I will get you. I'll figure it all out. You have earned a shirt. I gave away my 4 shirts, Hedstrom. I have one more left if I want to do it. Yeah. But I'm going to give it to the one that has participated and contributed in the 5.5 hours, 4.5 hours of this stuff that we did. And she's been here for the whole thing.
Super fan. There you go.
Marie, it's yours. It's yours.
Hang on a second. We got breaking news.
Let's do it.
We take you now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
This is direct, like 1 minute ago on Twitter. So Drew's Brew 916 says, dude, that palatial estate doesn't have a decent notepad. War scribing a Smackoff scorecard on a piece of Ray Craig's house. They did use cardboard, dude. Nicely done, Drew. I don't know if you're listening or not, but that was an awesome tweet. Well done, sir. Liked, retweeted. There you go.
Hey, gang. We have another top 10er.
All right.
B and the Fee.
Cool.
Nice.
I don't think we've ever talked to B. B, what's up? Bulldog, Stucknut, Hedstrom. How you doing, brother? Thanks for calling.
What's up, man? Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for having me on. I'm doing great. It's been a crazy day. My first smack off, a lot of fun. But I want to call in to get to know you guys or just introduce myself. You guys are 3 icons of the game. So what up? How you guys doing?
I can't be doing any better than you. Your first smack off, you got 9. I thought you had a great freaking call. I like your style. I love the way you. I love the way you do your call, the way you handle yourself. I guess what I'm trying to say. A 9th place finish on your first Smackoff call. James got in there, did good too. I love this new blood that's coming through the jungle right now. You're one of the main guys, dude. Tell me about your experience today. Tell me about how you're feeling today, brother. Tell me about it. I want to hear it.
Yeah, well, hey, I appreciate that. Number one, because obviously I've listened to Rome for a long time. I probably started listening in the early '90s, but I was only like an 8-year-old kid, and then I started listening again like last year because I finally got the time to listen to it, and I was always like, dang, what if I ever got into Smackoff? So then when I got the golden ticket, I was like, oh, this will be cool. Like, so it's kind of like an experience, and then today it was fun. So like when the call happened, I did my thing. I was happy that it was getting good reaction, and then waiting though and hearing everyone else's call, I was like, man, it was like stressful. I was like, damn, that was good. Damn, that guy did good. Like shit. like, I was shocked Vic and NoCal got ran. Like, I was like, oh, man. At the same time, I was like, well, at least I'll place a little higher.
Yeah, I just moved up.
Definitely. Yeah. I was like, oh, man. But I was like, yes. But yeah, it was a great experience. I'm happy to be a part of it, and it was dope. Good day.
I want to hear a little bit more about you placing your call, and then all of a sudden you start hearing these other calls, and you start slotting to yourself. I obviously I'll never experience a smack off. I'm not worthy of that. But how does that do when you start? Do you second guess yourself? Do you when you start thinking, oh shit, that was pretty good? Oh, tell me a little bit more about that experience, B.
I don't know. I feel like other calls for a service, like when someone does something or says,
what the hell
happened there?
Hey V, I think your phone. I'm gonna assume it's you, either on your end or my end. But it went,
try dropping your
like
video. Try dropping your video, Steve, and see if it clears up.
You think? I don't know. It's been perfect so far. Let me unplug and plug it back in.
Yeah.
Your cell phone blows.
I don't know. It's supposed to be working pretty good today.
Yeah.
It might have been B and the P
Tiffany
got
says
Brad.
V got
B and
Brad's
the
phone.
P got Brad's phone, Tiffany. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, Gordo.
Gordo's in the house.
I used to have a Stucknut radio. It was real helpful for removing the oil filter from my truck. Nice
T-shirt.
Look at this.
Nice. Good to see you in there, Gordo. I saw you on Twitter there when earlier on today when I posted the picture of my studio there. Nicely done, sir. Way to get in. War Ethan.
Dude, hey, I always buy my Stucknut radio T-shirts dark blue or black. I do have some grays, but that way if I do get oil on them or something like that, or get a bunch of fat that I'm eating on the Gordo, I can.
Doesn't show up as much. Yeah.
It doesn't show up as good though, but it's good to see you in here.
Where are we at, Steve?
Yeah.
I think he's on the line. Are you there, V?
All right, B. Let's try again. Your phone sounds like shit.
Yep, gotcha.
All right, tell us about slotting yourself.
Yeah, like I said, dude. Like when you hear other people call or do something, you're like, damn, I wish I would have thought of that. Damn, I wish I would have did that. Obviously, I can't go to the Lorelei. That's impossible. I'm not gonna fly to Wisconsin, but I mean, I knew that was a big thing. I was like, oh man, and he even topped it. Or what helped even more was showing up in the cow suit and everything. And then I saw in the picture the Twitter reaction of them, sending in the pictures of him, and I was like, oh man, I think Mark just sealed it. And I was like, dang, you just think like you wish you could do stuff like that. But obviously, I mean, still a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. It was a good time. But yeah, dude, that's really what I was thinking the whole time.
I love it, man. I love it. Hey, all right. You know what? This show is for the clones, about the clones, and from the clones. I'm going to read it. Digital Playground B. This is quote. This is not pull doc. This is just B. Quote B. I know you'll never admit it, but I suspect yours was recorded. B. How do you respond to? Okay. Tell us. There's no way, or love the call, but they're trying to start conspiracy. I don't know what it is, but I'm just the microphone here, bro. Tell us a little bit more about that. There's no way, right? No way.
Not a chance. No. I'm not a bitch. Number one, and number two, if I were recorded that, I mean, don't you think I would have cut out all the time? Because I would. I'm doing I would stumble on a word. I would have spit, almost choke on my spit, basically. I did that a few times, and I was pissed. And I was like, damn it, because I know that was going to hurt me. But no, not a chance I would ever record my call, ever. And whoever said that, I mean, it's cool. I've been getting the hate since I joined, so it just motivates me even more.
Love it. No. That's what this show's for, dude. I designed this show for the clones to react to the callers, and that is just I'm not going to miss an opportunity for letting one of my listeners who's been around this whole time and been listening to us for 15 years now. If they have a question, bring it out. Let you talk about it. That's what it's for. We run shit. I love that. James, dude, gosh, you got a B. You got to feel good about yourself, bro. You got to feel good about it, man. You got to feel good about how you are. You're spotting this baby, and just keep up the good fucking work, brother. That's all I got to say. Keep up the good work, B. And where are you from again? Muskogee or what the fuck? How did this BD
from
and all this shit?
Menifee.
How did all this BD and all this shit start, man? Tell me about that, dude. Tell me about all that, man.
That was long time ago. A long time ago. What was? I don't know. But Jim, obviously, other people have been sending that in, but not reading it, I guess. And then he just started like every time sending it, and it always made me laugh. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't hate on it at all. Like I heard a lot of like VD, and I knew today he was going to say it. I was like, maybe if I do really good today, he won't call me that anymore. But he said maybe like I'll send a stupid email and immediately he'll jump back to it. So, but yeah, that's how it started, I think. But I think it's funny as hell. Yeah, but I'm going to say to you guys, thanks Stucknut to the whole website. Like you guys are awesome because my dad's a huge time, big time fan. He went, he has like have a take, don't suck shirt. He has a Jim Rome hat, like big time fan. And he can't listen all the time. So I always like go on the website and send him all the stuff. And like, just like that. I know you guys, obviously that's what the site's for, but to me, that's a big deal because, my dad, he's all about it. So you guys are awesome for doing that.
Love that. And by the way, for the record, Digital Playground loved the call. See, this is how it is. This is a show. We get to express ourselves. This is the only place in the history of the jungle that we get to express ourselves and talk to you guys. And dude, you make the show better.
I have a quick question, Pool Dog.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Online karate instructor? ? Love it.
Yeah, that was just a joke. I have I was gonna end my calls with a string. I ended another one just stupid stuff. I ended another one saying I had to go study for my prostate exam. So that was gonna be a bit that I was gonna start doing, and then I kind of dropped it after I went straight smack. I might bring it back. I have a few things that I want to say. I'll say for some calls, but
sure,
yeah, that's just a stupid little
nice. Yeah, no, that was classic because it's like it seriously, it's one of those things that's like, and then Jim says something, and then it's like makes you think. It's like, shit, was he serious? And it's like, wait a minute, no, wait, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's great.
Bottom line is.
I'll put it in the smell. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No. Here we go. Talk to me. What'd you say?
Oh, I thought it was funny that Albie put the online karate instructor thing in the Smackoff promo. That had me cracking up.
Right.
Funny. My bad. See, we're going to say something good.
After your call, Rome, the king of the jungle, quote, "You have lost your VD tag." Dude, you impressed, 9. Have a beer. Do whatever it takes to get your head right. I don't know what you do to get your head right, but you earn your getting your head right. And welcome to Stucknut Radio. I'm so glad you called us. And we're always here. You can always find us. And I love that you give Steve a little bit of props. And everybody today, we've had 18 callers, and I don't know anyone that really hasn't given Steve the props that he deserves. He is the reason for all of this, period.
But
for some reason, he decided to put his trust and his faith on someone like me, and I appreciate that. But this is the Steve Show, V, and I thank you for joining us. They're going to run you. It's out of respect. Trust me. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself.
Run my ass.
Late. Who's that?
No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
So we're
nuts in your mouth.
We're sort of wrapping things up here. Unlike Alvy. Heyo. I got nothing, dude. I got nothing. So as we're efforting, I believe we're getting to the last one. We had possibly one more person that we would be able to get to, but I think he is he's unfortunately tied up with work. We have if this pans out right now, we will have hit all but one of the callers today. Steve, what do you got?
Yeah, we got Caleb on the line right now.
Yes.
There he is.
Yes.
There he is. Hell yeah. Champ, talk to me, brother. Talk to me. What you doing, Champ?
What's up, guys?
Dude.
I am about to have some food. I have not eaten all day, so
that makes two of us.
Gonna get some grub in me.
Champ.
Say what?
How is you and I are same mold. We don't talk about each other and stuff like that. And I've talked to you about this. But
yeah,
your reign as champ was so cool. You took the money, you showed us where you went. You showed that it takes courage, it takes whatever it is, and you got past it. You won it, and then you were a gracious champ. And I know that you're going to be nothing but gracious in your call. And I just want to say that it has been my pleasure calling you champ, and you will be forever champ in my vocabulary. And I'm nobody in this thing, but I just want to tell you that of all the champs, you were one of the gracious, and you were so respectful, and the respect that you carry at the Lorelei is amazing. And that's, I want you to talk now. I'm done talking, but I just had to get that out. Kaleb, what you got?
I'm just happy for Mark. He punked me. I feel, you ever watch that show Punked from back in the day?
Yep.
I was saying to the guys earlier, I felt like there was the episode where Timberlake, they were taking all of his stuff out of his house, and they said he owed like $900,000 in back taxes. And he was crying, and he's on his phone, and then Kutcher comes out, and like Timberlake's all laughing, he's happy about it. So like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm extraordinarily happy for Mark. I have the receipts. I texted him before the show. If it's not me, I hope it's you or Benny. So like, I'm happy for him. But it's like, damn it, he had to come into my house and do me like, and they were all in on it, dude. You know, Lorelei, they were all in on it. So it was like, wow, you happy, but damn it.
Out of respect, though, Kaleb. Out of respect, they did you like that. You know what I mean? I did it out of respect for you. You know, it you know, think about this, Kaleb. 2-3 years ago, when you've been calling all this time, can you imagine they're doing pranks on you at a Lorelei bar over a phone call because you being the champ, bro? This is crazy, dude. You are on a great run, man. I hope you are feeling good about yourself. 8's a number. Who cares what the number is? I think Benny said it best. 10's just a number. It's just a number. The only one that counts is number 1. But anyway, how was your experience today? Tell me about how your call went, and just give me more about your experience today.
Well, you're exactly right when you say about, now they're doing pranks on me, because I'll never forget, when I was in grade school, I was a champion speller. I was 1998 Green Bay City spelling champion. And then in the 7th grade, I got 3rd place. In the school B, I got 3rd place. And this kid, he beat me, and they carried him out of the gymnasium. And I remember being like really, really salty about that. Because, I was the best in the city the year before, and then this other kid beats me. I missed instantaneous, and and carry him out, and I felt real bad. I felt real bad about it. And then as I got older, it's like, well, yeah, but they carried him out of the gym on their shoulders because he beat you. So like, they recognize, even if they're happy that you lost, they recognize the greatness. I'm not going to call myself a great smack talker. You are, so let's just not have that discussion. But so you're right. When Mark has this reception that he has in, it's not my bar, but you know what I mean. When he has kind of love being shown to him, when he comes in and rips the crown off my head, it's like, hey, he only did that because he respected me enough to try to come at me. And like they say in The Wire, you come at the king, you best not miss, and he didn't. So
I love that analysis. I love it. I love the Lorelei. You think they'd be cool with us maybe doing a show there or hanging out with you guys? I would love to be there with y'all. I would that would be one of my bucket list things, dude.
Well, I mean, relax on that bucket list. I mean, it's a bar in Green Bay, but yeah, no, they would love to have you guys. Buttnuts and Pool Dork and whatever your names are. I don't even know what Bacon's name is, but
that Bacon dude.
Pool Dork, Buttnuts, and the other guy.
Bacon.
Bacon,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Enjoy your dinner, my friend. Enjoy your dinner.
I'll put you in touch with them if you want, but.
Hey, what are you having for dinner?
We're having. What do you think? You're the one asking.
You're having the Lorelei.
Just think real hard. No, we're not.
Fish fry.
Are you going for tacos?
Or specifically. We're having Mexican, baby.
Nice.
Called it. Called it.
Come on.
I've got a little inside baseball on that one, so I kind of knew from last year. You guys are going to the same spot? Because you and Tyler went for tacos last year, didn't you?
Dude, I think
we did it. It's funny because the first couple years that we had a group kind of go out and have something, we didn't plan to go have Mexican both times. It's just how it happened. And now we do it every time just because we've done it the last 5-6 times, whatever. So it's just kind of where we go. There's a place here in Green Bay that I love, so we go to it. So
cool. And real quick, now you did tweet it out because people were asking, is a bit of a conspiracy. That was Scott Farrell on your call.
Yeah. That actually was Scotty Farrell, and I was very worried when Mark had the AI stuff. I'm like, oh God, if Mark has AI and I have Scott, people are going to think that it's not him, and it really was. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. And so obviously I played it anyway because I figured, what the hell, and that was really him. So it was overshadowed quickly, but it was still fun. And he was gracious and he was awesome, and I'm very grateful to him for his assistance. He was super cool about it, and he was the best, man. So
very cool.
Love it. Love the champ. Enjoy your Mexican food. Hey, real quick, if you ever make it down to Texas, I know you were here in Texas for a while, but if you ever get close to my neck of the woods, I'm going to take you to Maria's Cantina and Restaurante, and for like $10, we're all going to get leftovers, bro. But you better have your Tums ready. You better have your Tums ready, my friend. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt you.
Yeah. Well, I've been down to Texas probably 8 or 10 times, and I know Steve knows that because he's always like, dude, what the hell? Like, you were, what? Why didn't you?
I'm not even going to ask
why
anymore.
didn't you look me up? But but no, and so I actually, and I want to ask, real Texans, because I've had this theory for a long time, because I've always said, when I know a lot of people in California, a lot of people in Texas, and I always say the best Mexican food I've ever had is at this restaurant here in Green Bay, and everyone's like, oh, that's not real Mexican. Go down to California and Texas, that's real Mexican. Okay, but this restaurant is owned by immigrants, so why wouldn't they make good Mexican food if they're from here, if they're from there? So am I crazy in saying that I can have a favorite Mexican joint even though I have had Mexican in California and Texas?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, Steve. If they're from Mexico, then they brought the. Yeah,
they can make the best Mexican food.
It
doesn't matter if they're from Texas or
California. You're not getting the good local ingredients.
but they're from there. Like, what's the difference?
Garlic is garlic, and so is Camino's, bro. Chili powder. Yeah.
Hey, we've got a buddy in Minnesota, and he swears that they have authentic Mexican food in Minnesota. So he's like, well, they're Mexicans. They're you got to get the ingredients though, right?
All right, I'll try it next year.
Well, okay, but they have tomatoes and jalapenos, and they have all the same.
It's different. Hey, Caleb, I'm telling you right now. You went to England. You did all that, and what you need to do is you need to get yourself to Italy and eat some food there. It is so much different than anything we have here in North America. Trust me. Get yourself to Italy, because if you like Italian food of any type, whether it's pasta, pizza, or seafood or anything like that, it is different. They grow it different. The water's different. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for that ad. Just like
I will concede. I will concede the point.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll be in Italy like next week.
Yeah.
And so I'll go.
Since you're 1/16th Italian, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got to go visit family in Italy. So yeah. It's from. Not all of us have lived that type of lifestyle, bro. This guy had to win the Smackoff to get to England. All right. He didn't win this time.
Well, he's got to win it. He's got to win it next year then.
So he's gonna eat Mexican food in Green Bay. All right, give the guy a break, bro. this is our champ.
Enjoy that authentic Mexican food.
Caleb is the best. Champ, enjoy yourself, champ. Enjoy your food. Say hi to everybody. They're missing Tyler. I don't know where Tyler's at, but we didn't hear from Tyler tonight. But anyway, Caleb, thank you so much for calling our show. We appreciate you. You know they're gonna run you. You were a great champ. Enjoy your legacy, brother. Late.
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
So we're gonna squeeze one more quick call in right now, I think, and then that's gonna do it. So let's see if this dude's gonna be available. Steve's
Did we pass the
3
hour mark?
We passed we did pass the 3 hour mark, so we're good.
Because I've always said that
we're
hours.
gonna try and end it at 20, just like Marie said. So, yeah.
All right, one more is 20. All right, cool. Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Marie, babe, I gave Marie the last shirt. So we got 4, and I still got one more left to give. I might keep it.
Are we good, Steve?
Yeah, we got our 20th caller locked and loaded. Haunted horse.
Nice.
All right, cool.
In a car.
I am driving home from work in traffic. What's up, gentlemen?
How you doing, brother? What'd you think of the show?
Dude, it was an awesome day. I had to juggle work with a watch party. I spent 2.5 hours, and you know what's fun? Is having a dozen people that know the clone language. You can sit there and talk about sound drops and clone stuff, and I got to meet Amber in Portland, who is amazing. She will be on the Wisco tonight, and it was a blast. How'd you guys like it? I loved it.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I love all the feedback we got tonight, today on our show, and yeah, I think Amber kicked its ass. I thought she was great. She was smooth. Looking forward to hearing her tonight.
You're breaking up. Hopefully I'm not. Anyway, if I'm still here, I will say he got the winner right. Right. His top 10 was all messed up, but he got the winner right. So that works for me. If I'm still on.
No, you're on.
Oh,
You're not.
You're on.
You are.
You're on.
Mark won. Yeah, okay. Mark won. And he got the winner right. But his top 10, he had people down like at 9 and 10 where I'm like, what? They're top 3, and yeah, I mean, Brad, I could see that. He had a winning call going until he had the phone problems, and I'm probably saying all the same stuff that everyone else already said. I couldn't get your show because, Twitch isn't very friendly with the cell phone driving around, so. But we'll see you tonight. Thomas, you gonna watch the show tonight?
Of course, I'll be there for sure. I'm fixing to wrap this up. Go get some food. I'm gonna chill out, and I'll be watching your show tonight for sure.
Yeah, Will.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on, guys. I tried to credit this last minute, and I am driving home. And thanks so much for what you guys do. You're awesome. We'll do it again next year.
All right, brother. Be careful on the way home. Looking forward to seeing you tonight. Be cool. Late.
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
Well, on behalf of Steve and Hedstrom, I want to say thank you all for hanging out with us, man. 3 hours hanging out. It's so cool. It's so crazy when you figure that we started this thing in my garage with 50 people listening, and then Steve has blown it up. With the induction of Hedstrom Bacon, we have taken this show to a different level that I never thought in my wildest dreams that we would ever be able to take it to. And I can't thank y'all enough for helping us get and thank y'all enough for putting up with us for 3 hours. This has been the Smackoff 29 wrap-up show. I'm going to go to both of y'all before we get out of here, so be ready. Hedstrom, what are your thoughts before we get out of here?
It was a decent smack off. I enjoyed it. Anything that makes me literally laugh out loud is good. Agree or disagree with the results. It was entertaining, and that's what it's supposed to be. And hopefully, people enjoyed this, and we'll get some people on the replays. And we've had some great numbers today, and it's been fun. So, again, we'll see you on the Woodscopes, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 Central Time, aka Texas time. 8 p.m. on the West Coast. Woodscopes, prop him up. He's going to have Amber in Portland and whoever else wants to get in there. Just so everybody knows, we had all of the callers in here except for I.F. Frady, who, as we all know, is a very busy guy. Never expect to get him on here. But, hey, it was very successful. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Pool Doc. It's been fun.
Steve, what's your take?
I told you my internet and phone work okay today.
Oh, they did great. By the way, they did fabulous. Props to you and your phone. Props to having a phone that works, Steve, in 2023. Very good. Well done.
Can you run OBS next year?
Yes.
He says that, but we'll see if he gets his internet. All right, wrap it up, brother.
All
Buddy.
right, so like I said, on behalf
Butter.
of Stucknut Radio and the Stucknut team, we would like to say thank you, and we are looking forward to our next show, which will be the last Thursday of the next month. Y'all look us up. Once again, thanks for taking your time to listen to us, and we are going to be signing off. Great smack off. Congratulations, Mark in Boston. This is Stucknut Radio Crew signing off. We'll see you all on the flip side. I hope you all have a healthy and wealthy month. I'll see you guys later. We're out late. We're out of here. Bye.